Yo, what it do? Hey, we know you just saw that fresh new intro. Wasn't that shit sick? Well, we couldn't agree more, guys.
Right, we just collaborated with our boy Omar at Sun City Vibes to help create an intro that would take our podcast to the next level. Do you need help with your video editing and content creation to help elevate your business to the next level? Well, Sun City Vibes has you covered without a doubt.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Whether it's a logo reveal, a music video, drone footage, or even t-shirt printing, guys, hit up Sun City Vibes for quality work and affordable price. Shit, Omar even made us a sick-ass hat. Look at this.
It's a fresh-ass hat.
Fresh.
Shit's fresh.
Fresh.
So yeah, guys, go help support those that support us and hit up our boy Omar and tell him Chris and Misa sent you from the podcast and help support a local El Paso business today. Let's go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. As always, guys, co-host of the podcast, Mr. Misa fucking L is with us.
Yo, what it do?
In the producer chair, our boy Joe is back with the fake chain, dude. I told you about wearing that shit.
Same fake just because you can't afford one.
Hey, watch none of that. So, Joe, how are you doing, man? You look
I'm doing good, man.
Thanks for being back today.
Thank you guys for having me back. Good,
Joe,
man.
your glasses are dirty as fuck, dude.
I feel like Chris, huh? Yeah. Look like Chris.
Now you know how I feel.
Y'all been hanging out too much.
Yeah, we were actually hanging out today, pre-show for like an hour. Joe's a good guy. We talked some soccer, talked some foot.
Hey, we're neighbors too, you know?
Yeah, it was a great guy. Okay, so guys, episode 133, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. We have a very special guest, a member of the KLAQ morning show. Her name is Joanna Barba. Joanna Barba. I knew I was gonna fucking mess that up. I knew it. I knew I was gonna say either Joanna Barbara or Joanna Barbacoa. That I knew I was gonna fuck.
Anyways, welcome,
Joanna. Thank you for being here.
Marvelous introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you know what's fucked up? He's not gonna edit that shit either.
I know he probably won't. It's fine.
Yeah. So shout out. So number one, thank you, Joanna, for being here. Shout out to your sister, member of the live audience today, for coming through.
When I say something.
Okay. And yes, thank you for being here today. We really do appreciate it. Shout out to Nico for kind of connecting us and kind of getting this set up for us.
I was expecting him to be here.
Nico, who was supposed to be here.
Nico was supposed to be here. According to text at 11:30 p.m. last night, he was supposed to be here.
His daddy Buzz didn't let him come.
And then did he call you and he was like, oh, look, dude, I can't make it in today.
You sound exactly like Nico.
I know exactly how he does it.
I have to work really early on Monday and I just can't make it.
I have to get to work late on Monday and I can't make it today.
But yeah, shout out to Nico. Shout out to the Buzz Adams morning show. And shout out to you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. So guys, before we start this podcast, there's a tradition. A tradition unlike any other. It's called the cracking of the celebratory beer, and it sounds...
Or the celebratory tall boy.
Like the celebratory tall boy of any sort is fine.
Yeah, as long as it's tall.
Like...
The whole time I've been listening to your podcast, I've been excited to do this.
Hell yes.
Heck yes.
This is one of my favorite things, and it's funny because we started this like... From like the very first episodes that we started doing together, we're like, let's crack a beer on this fucking podcast. And that's what we do.
I like it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. And so are you for being here today. So Miss Joanna, so tell the podcast audience a little bit about yourself. For the people who may not know who you are, go ahead and introduce yourself a bit.
Well, thank you for having me. I was like, what did little old me do to get to be on this podcast? You guys have got some big names on this podcast.
Yeah. Thank you.
And so I was like, me? They want me on this podcast? That's insane.
Yeah, I told Chris, and Chris was like, I guess. I guess we'll get around.
Thanks, Chris.
That's not how that went at all. We were very excited to have you here.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Joanna.
Yes, Joanna.
Barba.
Write it down, Joe.
Write that down. It's not Barbacoa. Barbacoa was the name that they used to tease me when I was a kid. Actually, all the Barbacoas that came before me got it. So that one also got it.
Are you guys
too.
a fan of barbacoa?
Yeah, we actually have a cousin
cool.
in Mexico who sells barbacoa.
Hey.
A barbacoa that sells barbacoa.
She took that nickname to
and it's
literal.
good too. So yeah. But it's not barbacoa, but Buzz kind of latched onto that when I told him, hey, because he was like, barbacoa. And I was like, oh, that's what people used to call me to make fun of me. And then he goes, well, that's going to be your name from now on. And I guess for the longest time, people actually thought that was my last name because we had a caller in last week on the show, and they were like, "Am I tripping?" Or I thought Joanna's last name was really Barbacoa.
You should change it. I think it's a good name.
I'm all, wow, people really thought it was my last name. It's not. It's just Barba, like a beard.
Yeah.
So, and coincidentally, I was also a beard once in high school. So
Okay, hold on. I just realized something.
Yeah.
So Barba means beard.
Barba. Yeah.
Okay, so
No me toques mi barba.
you guys know that the shaving cream Barbasol?
Yeah.
That's where they got it from.
Yeah.
Wow.
His mind is blown.
everything is making
clicked,
sense
bro.
to him right
Chris
now.
learned something
Crazy.
today.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God, we can cuss on here.
Yes, of course.
Fuck
we can.
yeah,
As
dude.
the producer, I get a little anxious when I have headphones and a microphone and I hear somebody cuss.
Yeah, you didn't hear what Joe said
Immediately I wanna
earlier?
be
Right.
like,
She was like, "Can I fucking timestamp
Dump.
that,
I
please?
need to dump
Hit the
this."
dump button on that." Yeah, no, that's the beauty of podcasting is like
amazing.
number one is this isn't live. Like this is live, but everything gets edited. But we are very like open to like conversation. Obviously, we don't say certain things, but you know, general cussing is fine because I feel like that's how
Sweet.
people talk naturally.
fucking America,
you know it's true. So, Joanna, are you from EP? Like, I know you were telling us you live on the Northeast and you had a little trouble finding the place. But
What the hell is with all these ridges?
right? There's a lot of ridges in this area. I don't know why.
I don't know this area that well. First of all, that bitch was taking me to the other side. And then I thought, oh my God, we missed the turn. And instead, we had to come all the way back down. And then she was like, no, you're going to turn this way. Where the hell was she taking me the first time?
Oh, dude, where was she?
knows?
It's
I
a
don't
wrong
know.
Chris.
Were you guys using Google Maps or
Yes.
Apple or which one?
Google.
Okay, yeah. Google Maps is kind of shady sometimes.
Yeah,
At least it
she was
wasn't
like,
at night because you should see
right.
how dark it gets out here.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. Like
I'm glad
dark,
we're doing
dark.
this during the day then. But yeah, I was born in El Paso, raised in El Paso, grew
nice.
up in the Northeast, and now I work on the West Side.
What high school did you go to?
I graduated from Parkland, but I also went to Coronado.
CHS
I only
alone.
went there for 2 years. All right.
Oh, that's way more than enough.
Yeah.
How do you like the Northeast, like the way it's developing? Like it's actually coming along now.
I am so excited that it's developing so much. So many new things are coming to the Northeast. There's this area that's just booming, and I'm all, that's my goal right there.
Right.
How do I get buzz money to work to get a house there?
Right.
You ask them for it.
Obviously, yeah, you can just ask because that dude does not keep track of it at all.
That dude doesn't even know his own passwords, right?
He does not. No,
Jesus.
So
I have his password.
so real fast. So you work on the Buzz Adams morning show. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been on the morning show since 2016.
Okay, nice. So
And
that's what, like 6 years?
Yeah, I started out as the phone screener, just the phone screener, and now I'm the producer. And I kind of felt at first like I didn't really earn that because you know Brandon,
Right.
He was the producer, he was fired, and then I stepped into the role, and I was like, great. They only gave it to me because they fired the only dude that could do it.
Did you at least say thanks to Brandon?
I was like, yeah, thanks for getting fired.
Thanks for getting fired.
Thanks for getting fired.
So
Sad.
thank you
Shout
for
out to
that.
Brandon, man.
Shout out
Brandon's cool,
Brandon,
bro. We love
miss
you, Brandon.
Brandon, because I miss him and Buzz bickering. But then after a few weeks, I was like, no, I fucking earned this.
Yep.
It takes some guts to deal with Buzz's shit. You guys don't know this, but he is a big baby. So
Yeah,
I think
could
we
tell.
know.
Yeah.
I gotta.
I mean,
like a
how is it
toddler?
as well? Because I mean, Nico's on there too. You know, having
It's
to deal
like
with both
two
of them.
toddlers in their terrible twos, and they're both fighting for mommy's attention. And I'm all,
Jesus.
I will be with you in a moment. Mama has to edit this piece of audio.
But I'm hungry.
And they're like, no, Joanna, listen to this joke. Joanna, listen to the. They're fighting over jokes. And I'm all, I have to edit. I have work to do. And it's a hassle, but whatever. It's fine. I love it. It's okay. I love my job.
I was gonna say,
my
like,
boss is listening.
Like, how does it feel working like on arguably like the biggest show, like morning show here in like El Paso? Like, how do you like feel knowing that so many people hear what you guys have to say every day?
It's insane when I stop to think about it. At the moment, it feels like this. Like I'm just talking to two guys, and I don't see an audience, so I forget. I'll be like on the far east side of town, and somebody will be listening to the radio station, like at the convenience store or something, and I'm all, our station is being heard over here. I'm like, people hear what I'm saying. And sometimes my mom will be like, oh, Joanna, did you really have to say that on air? Yes, mother, the people have to know.
They got to know the truth.
But when I stop to think about it, I'm like, oh shit, like El Paso's
deal,
huge.
Yeah.
And I never really stop at the moment to think like, well, who's listening? I really get irked a little sometimes when my ex-boyfriends are like, oh, you were so funny this morning.
Like, shut up. Stop sliding the DMs.
I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, why are you listening to me?
Yeah.
You broke up with me.
You stalker.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I was only listening to Buzz.
Right. And I'm all, holy crap, El Paso's huge. There's a lot of people here that are possibly listening to me. But I kind of like that it's radio. You don't really know
Right.
what I look like.
Until now.
Well, now,
Yeah.
obviously. But there's times where I'm like, nobody knows who I am. Like, they'll be listening to the show, or not the show, but like during the day we run promos for the show. And it's just like a quick bit of something funny from the show. And then it'll play and I'm all, I did that. That was me, or that was my laugh. And then I'm all, but nobody here knows that it was me at all.
I think that's
And
pretty
that's
cool
pretty
though,
cool.
right?
I love it.
Would it be something cool for you, like if people actually recognized you and be like, oh my god, let me get a
have.
cat from you?
They'll be like, are you Joanna? And if I'm at a restaurant, I'm like, give me the food first and then I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because I never know which way it's going to go. I
Right.
don't know if they're going to be like, I love the show, or I fucking hate the show.
Right.
Yeah.
I've gotten the ones of, Buzz fucking sucks. And I'm like, thank you.
Really?
I know.
People have told you that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? And there's not a lot, but you see it often, like, maybe in the comments or something, and or
Oh my God.
man, that show sucks and blah blah blah. It's gotten worse. I'm glad Lisa left, but that shit got bad, and now Brandon left. It's gotten even worse. And
Oh yeah, every day. I've told my mom, because my mom will read the comments and she'll be like, I'm going to tell them. And I'm like, Mom, don't.
She's all defending you in the comments.
She's all like, fuck this guy. And I'm all, no, Mom, don't. And so I've told my sister, I've told my mom, don't read the comments.
Yeah.
Just don't. You just can't. Because you can please like a whole bunch of people, but that one
Right.
mean comment is going to stick out.
And then the other thing I don't understand is like what Misa's saying, like people leave from the show with like, that's natural for like any show really, but
Right.
it's like, why are you still listening then? Like if you have nothing good to say, then why are you even saying anything?
Exactly. And
like,
you
there's-
really just want to tell them that.
And there's so many other options. Like you can go listen to any other fucking show or podcast you want, but there's something that keeps bringing you back here.
So
and obviously
thank
you're
you.
still listening. So like, why are you talking shit? I never understood that
talk
mentality.
shit, and then Joanna's like, well, thanks for listening.
That's always my
exactly.
I'm all like, that guy's a fan right
Yeah,
there. And
yeah,
then,
exactly. That
like
guy's
on
tuning
Facebook,
in.
it'll tell you like top fan, or they'll have that little diamond.
the
and
little
I'm like,
diamond. Yep.
that dude loves us.
Yeah,
But
that's
it-
crazy.
Misa.
I feel really bad sometimes because a lot of it is always directed to Buzz.
Right.
And Buzz, you guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. He does not handle criticism very well. And so
I mean, after all these years, he still does it.
no. And he will sit after the show for like 30 minutes and read the comments. And they're always bad about him. And I feel bad because I'm
Right.
all, don't read the comments,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, you're doing it to yourself. Dude.
Yeah,
You're
he's
pissing
only doing it
yourself
to
off.
himself. And then he'll be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Because the topic won't even be about Buzz.
Right.
But people will have to come in and say something bad about Buzz. And he'll be reading. I'm like, dude, stop reading those. It doesn't even pertain to you. And he's like, fuck this guy. But I tell everybody, don't read the comments.
Right.
But there is a segment that I love to do. And you can find it on the KLAQ Instagram. And it's where I read my favorite comments. And they're usually just dumb comments.
Oh yeah.
And my
I've seen
comments is always like, why are you here, dude?
Yeah.
Why are you here if you're complaining about us?
Right.
But we get a lot of that, and you just got to have some tough skin. I don't really care.
Yeah, you
And-
can.
that. You've never got into that point where you're like, oh fuck, dude, I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm like, no, I'll be like zooming in on that little picture they have, and I'm all, fuck this guy and that stupid dog of his. It's really cute.
She's like, cats are
This
better.
guy. I'm all, this is why I like cats better.
But I think like the criticism that you guys get, it's like it's almost natural in a way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it comes with any platform. Like if you have a platform and people are listening to you, there's always going to be the people that like want to just heckle you. And a
Yeah.
lot of times it's just because they want to see your reaction. That's what they want. So
Exactly.
when you give them the reaction, then they feel fulfilled in a way.
They're like, haha,
Exactly.
I got them.
So it's kind of like, you know what, like just push that shit to the side. Like
Yeah.
you guys are like I said, you guys, that morning show has been like a staple in the city for like years.
It has.
You know what I mean? And so like, I don't understand why people like still try to hate on it. It's like, dude, doesn't matter how much you hate it. So many other fucking people like it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Chris, would you get offended?
I mean,
Do you see a comment?
I feel like I mean, dude, we roast each other hard.
That's
dude.
what I was gonna say.
Like
dude.
we fucking roast each other harder. I roast Joe harder than anybody else will roast Joe, and these guys will roast me back. You know what I mean? So there's very little somebody could say to
Mexicans?
me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fucked up. Dude.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh,
guys
yeah, yeah,
Mexican?
yeah.
Yes, of course.
I'm like, my last name's Johnson.
Mexican?
So what are you trying to insinuate here?
It's a Mexican
Yeah,
thing.
it's a
then,
Mexican.
I think,
So,
because
like-
we roast each other.
Right. And like, I don't think like there's anything somebody that could say to me that like I haven't heard from like somebody else. You know what I mean? There's very little that would like actually get like under my skin. You know what I mean? Like if you say something about my wife or like my mom or something, that's different. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you're just attacking me, like you can tell me whatever, dude. I've fucking heard it all. You know what I
Just
mean?
don't talk shit about Bud Light.
Yeah, don't talk shit about Bud Light. That's
why
my fucking
are you
beer.
drinking a high life right now?
I like
What's
to
going
live
on?
the high life sometimes. You know what I mean? So
Oh, the champagne
Yeah,
of beers.
The
Yeah,
champagne of beers is fucking gross.
You got to be a champion first.
yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
great. So how did you, Joanna? How did you get into the fucking like industry? Like, was this always something that like you were into, or did it kind of just happen like out of nowhere? Really?
No, it was something that I was always into, and KLAQ was always a goal.
Right.
And so now that I'm there, I'm like, well, now what?
Yeah.
I went to school for it.
Okay.
I got my associates in communications,
Nice.
and the goal was always after I got my associates to go to an RTF school.
Okay.
But life happens, and I stayed behind instead. And when I did graduate from community, that's when they had offered me a job
Oh, nice.
just for overnights. And now that I'm thinking back, I'm all, these fuckers just needed somebody to work overnight.
They would have taken anybody.
They would have taken anybody. But I had already
Joanna's all
interned.
proud. Like, dude, they're
I
picking
know,
me.
I'm all me. But I had been an intern for a while.
Oh, nice.
I needed
Okay.
college credit. And then I got my credit. And then I was already in my final semester when they were like, hey, we have a part-time position if you want it. It's overnights, Monday through Friday. And I was going to school at the time full-time because who I am as a person, I saved all those big classes for the end.
Right.
So I was...
You procrastinated on those, pushed
I
them
needed
to the very
math,
end. Yeah.
I needed
All
the
the big
science.
stuff.
I needed
Spanish.
chemistry and all that. So I was full time. I was going to school from like 10 in the morning till like 5 in the evening. And I was like, fuck, there's like 5 weeks of school left. I can do this. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I graduated and I still kept my job. And then for a while there, I just stayed at the overnights. And I was just trying to contemplate, what am I going to do next? Like, I'm going to need to move on or something. And I had to talk with my boss. And I was like, look, there seems to be no advancement for me. I'm going to start looking elsewhere. And he was like, no, don't. And then by chance, that's when Lisa moved to afternoons. That's when Scott got really sick. They needed a co-host. And so I auditioned to be the co-host. And I was there for 2 days on the show with Buzz. And I was like, God, this guy's kind of mean.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, he could be an
I'm like,
asshole.
this guy's a dick. I don't know if I can do this. And then they didn't hire me as the co-host. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to have to find another job. You know, I can't just stay here. And then that's when they moved to be syndicated. They hired somebody else to be the co-host. They got syndicated. Brandon came on. And then they needed help with the morning show. Because I guess Emily, you guys know intern Emily, she lived in Fabens at the time. And she was going to school at UTEP. So they were like, we need somebody here in the first hour because Emily just can't make it for that first hour. We were starting the show at 5 at the time. And they were like, we need somebody to answer the phone. And they were like, would you want to do that? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. It's an extra hour. I get paid for it. Let's do it. I didn't know that I had to be on air. And Buzz would like, and this is Joanna. And I'm like, oh, shit.
You're like, I'm supposed to
Is
talk
that me?
now?
I didn't know I was supposed to talk. And so I turned the mic on and I was like, hi. And he's all like, Joanna, I'm going to need you to speak up into the microphone. And that was the biggest problem. Like when I first started, they were like, Joanna, speak up.
Right.
And I'm all, hi. And then I'm not entirely sure what happened. My boss told me to come in one day and he's like, you have made this a position. He's like, this title didn't even exist at all. Phone screener was not a thing. He's all, we want you on the show full time.
Damn.
I would have been like, yo, dude, so you gave me a job that wasn't even like a fucking job.
This wasn't even a job yet?
Remember that bit.
It was
because-
somebody else's job.
Remember that because it's going to come to bite me in the ass later.
Right.
He's all like, this job didn't exist, but you turned it into something. And it was mainly because Buzz needs an
Yeah.
audience. And he loved that every time he made a dumb joke,
Right.
I was the only idiot laughing. And so, I become the phone screener, and it's Fernie leaves.
Shout out Fernie, by the
Shout
way.
out
Shout out
Fernie.
Fernie.
We've had
I
Fernie
love
on a
him.
few times. He's funny.
He's great, yeah. Fernie leaves. It's just me, Buzz, Brandon. And then that's when Nico starts coming in. And he's just this comedian that comes in. Lisa comes back. And the show is full. It's all of us again. And it's a great time. And then the pandemic hits. And then corporate was like, what is this phone screener position? We were letting go of a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of companies had to let go of people. And so we let go of a lot of, people that were not important, but like just a lot of
Not that important.
Non-essential people.
non-essential. Thank you. I couldn't think of the term.
I got you. I saw you. You were
Thank
stumbling in your mind there.
Yeah, Chris got fired too, but
That's what happened to me. They said I was non-essential.
Oh
so that's how I
no,
know.
I'm so
no,
sorry.
just kidding.
And
Man, my
so-
boss looked at me like, you're essential AF.
He's like, you're
Get your ass
brown,
to
you're
work."
super essential, bro.
hey, remember? Do you guys remember where like you had to get a permit from work saying that you were essential, and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
caught you on the?
we
Yeah.
had those, and Buzz was like, "What do we need these for?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
In case you
But
get pulled over. Or
yeah,
something.
right. And so they're like, "What is this phone screener?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
You're like, fuck.
Yeah, my boss and Emily are like, they're looking at your position. And so they're like, we're going to have to add something else onto your position
Right.
to keep you here. And at the time, I was just really happy that I still had a job.
Right.
She's I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Yeah, I'm just glad to be invited to the party. So they had to add more to my position, and that's how I was able to keep a job.
I mean, that's cool though, right? I did try to like keep you on there. So.
Right. I was like, yeah, because who else is going to be dealing with Buzz's shit? We had this whole conversation because they were like, oh, Joanna, they're going to fire you. And I was like, I'm going to get fired. And Buzz was like, no. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get fired here, but you're going to come on my payroll. He's like, I was the one who posted Buzz's articles. So Buzz would write them, but because he's Buzz Adams, he doesn't post them.
Right.
And there's a process. I would be the one to do that. I'm the one answering phones. I'm the one who deals with Buzz's passwords. He's like, you're going to come on my payroll. I'm going to pay you what they pay you here. He's like, and you're going to be my personal assistant.
Damn.
And I know that maybe there was a little bit of him that was like kidding, but I was like fully serious. Like,
Yeah.
I will be your assistant. I'm going to be here at 8. I won't have to wake up early. And Buzz is like, I'm going to need you here at 7. I'm like, you dick.
So you're going to do my prep for me.
Yeah. And he was
Hey, I'm
like,
surprised he didn't ask you to go pick him up, give him a shower, put his clothes on him.
I'm like, dude, I will live with you. I will be your roommate, and I will be like your assistant. Like, here, Buzz, here's your breakfast. Let's go.
Yeah.
And he's all like, yeah, you're going to be on my payroll. And I know there was a part of him that was kidding, but I was like, I'm going to get fired. I was so scared. And then they fired Brandon instead. So
Wow.
That's wild. And so like when you work for like a company like Town Square Media, right? Those are the guys that own the station. Are they like, do they have a good relationship with you guys, or is it they kind of just let you do your own thing? Or are they more like hands-on, like, hey, we kind of want you guys to do the show this way?
they have like a guideline, but our corporate kind of just lets Buzz do it. They know Buzz.
Right.
Yeah.
They love Buzz. Buzz is one of the ones that brings in like a bunch of numbers for them.
Right.
So they're like, whatever you're doing is
It's
fine.
working.
Keep doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't really get involved.
I always wondered about that because like obviously like I'm sure like if the show, let's like hypothetically say like if the show wasn't doing well, which it does very well here because it's so established, but I feel like if it wasn't doing well, they would kind of step in and say, hey, what's going on? This is kind of what you guys need to do because this is like the formula for successful radio in the morning.
I think that if that were to happen, they would kind of intervene at one point. And then if nothing else happened, they would just be like, well, I guess it's time to end the show.
Right. They would just get rid of everyone, right?
And we always have like a plan, like in the event that Buzz does not sign his contract,
What's going to happen?
what's going to
yeah.
happen? Because at this point, it's just up to Buzz.
Right.
Is he going to sign his contract to continue working?
Maybe he will.
Maybe we should sign Buzz on.
Yeah, right.
I'll pay him in Bud Light.
You pay him? Who's going to pay Buzz?
We'll pay him in Bud Light.
Buzz doesn't really like beer.
Oh,
Yeah, he don't drink, dude.
He
We'll
doesn't
just give
really
him. We'll
drink.
just give him some weed
Some weed, some THC.
and some swords every
gummies.
week. Here you go, man.
I will neither confirm nor deny that that is an acceptable payment for him.
So what was it like about like being on radio that like drew you into that like that field? Like why did you want to do that?
I've always loved like the behind the scenes.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys remember, you guys grew up here, right? There was a station called Hero Radio.
Fuck, I don't remember Hero Radio.
It sounds similar, but no, it's probably
It was,
before
I
our
think
time.
the oldest like radio station I remember is like the
I'm not
Bandit.
that old.
The Bandit, yeah.
The Bandit, which played like the classic rock.
What is it called now?
The
K-Fo-
Bandit.
Oh, no, the
it's like
Fox?
99.1 The Bandit or some shit.
Okay.
But I don't remember Hero Radio.
This was about like maybe I was a junior or no, a sophomore. So it was like 2004, 2005. And it was Hero Radio 94.7. And there was this morning show on there that I loved. And they had this other DJ named Marina. And Marina is now a big PR chick here in El Paso. But I thought she was just like the coolest. And I never knew what she looked like. So when I did see her, I was like, oh, I want to be that chick. That chick's so cool. And I've always wanted to be like behind the scenes.
Right.
I don't want people to be recognizing me all the time.
Yeah.
People will recognize me because of my laugh. That's about it. But not like, oh my God, it's Joanna.
Right.
And I've always wanted to be behind the scenes, like making the magic happen. And so when I wanted to go to an RTF school, I really wanted to continue in production and be behind the scenes, like on a movie or on TV. And so that's just how it kind of started.
What does RTF stand for?
Radio, television, and film.
Okay, so you wanted to go to like a specific school
Yes.
to focus on that, right? Okay, cool. That's what's up. And
Where's
like,
that? Where's that at?
Yeah, like which
There's one in
schools, like-
Austin.
Okay,
There's several around the country, but the one that I wanted to go to was in Austin.
nice. So did you ever see yourself like potentially like producing like movies and stuff?
Yeah, I totally did.
That's
and
what's
so every year that I would watch the Oscars, I'd be like, I'm going to be out
You're like,
there
I'm
one
gonna be
day.
there one fucking day.
Should make a
Yeah.
movie about Buzz, the Buzz Adams morning show.
The documentary of Buzz
you
Adams.
direct the documentary for Buzz.
And then the movie starts off with Buzz not being able to put his password in.
Buzz yelling. He's like, dang it, Joanna. That's his go-to. Dang it, Joanna.
Dang it.
What are the most challenging things about? I know you said like trying to like kind of handle Buzz and handle Nico, but what do you guys feel is like one of the most challenging things when it comes to attracting and retaining viewers?
I guess it would be still Buzz. There's times where we tell him, or not, maybe not just that, just the way that radio is transforming. We have an app now.
Right.
You can listen through the app. We're pushing an app. We're pushing articles. Buzz hates writing articles, despite the fact that people really want to know what Buzz thinks.
Right. Yeah.
He has to write these articles, and he hates it. He hates the whole transformation. He's like, I'm a radio guy. I get paid to sit and talk. I'm not going to be writing articles. I'm not going to be pushing an app. He hates apps. And he's like, I just don't want to do that. And he didn't want to do the podcast. You know how Nico and Buzz have their podcast together. He didn't want to do that. And we told him, Buzz, your podcast with Nico does really well.
Yeah.
And that's all we've been asking him for, just to, get along with the technology of it. And he doesn't want to. It's very hard to get him to get into that.
He just wants to sit down, talk, and then leave.
But I feel like I might be defending Buzz, but I could see kind of where he's coming from. Like,
Oh no, it's very understandable because he came at a time when it was huge.
Right, and
you didn't need to write articles.
Right.
You didn't need to push a website or an app.
well, like what I was thinking is like back in the day, radio was king. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Like everybody tuned into fucking radio. You know what I mean? And so
Theater of the
So
mind.
now he's like, you know what? Like I'm really good at doing this type of radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like podcasting, like it's kind of similar, but it's different. You know what I mean? And I think for him, he's seen like the art of radio kind of like going away or transforming
It's
in a way,
evolving,
right?
yeah.
And he's kind of like probably like, damn man, like I miss like traditional radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I used to enjoy watching you guys because you guys would have them live, like your
Yeah, we
shows,
had the
like on
YouTube.
Facebook and on YouTube. And then from one day to the next, it's like nothing. Or like you guys would like get blocked off or something because like of the music.
The
song would
music.
come
We
on.
we have the license to play it on a radio, but not on streaming.
Right.
It becomes different laws on streaming. And he wouldn't understand that.
Right.
And so we'd be like, no, that's
what's a computer?
copyright. You're gonna get
copyright,
flagged,
yeah. And he didn't understand the whole getting flagged. And he's all like, we're on a radio. We're playing your song. He's like, do you know back in the day, they used to pay us to play their music.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like
Back in the day.
like
Buzz used to
has
show up in a horse back then.
like Buzz has this like memory of like of what radio was, like the true spirit of radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We don't blame him a lot,
Right.
but we kind of try to push him a little to
Right,
be
right,
like,
right.
You
Nudge
just gotta
him along.
evolve with
Nudge
the
him,
radio,
yeah.
you know?
yeah. And I've always, like, I tell a lot of people, they're always like, radio is a dying industry. And well, if it dies, it's because us as the radio people
Right.
let it die.
Right.
It's not going to die because, some random dude doesn't listen to the radio. No, it's going to die if we say it dies.
Right.
It's always going to be there.
Yeah, radio is like, I mean, and in other markets, like radio is still huge. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
in New York City, Chicago, LA, Boston, like El Paso, like has never been a traditionally huge radio market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, the audience is always going to be there no matter what. Because people drive all the time. What's the easiest thing to do? Turn on your fucking radio.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people now have like the Spotify. They have other apps. Like it's
Spotify.
rare for me to get in somebody else's car and they're listening to the radio. They're listening to their phone. Or
The
something.
only time you'll hear it is when they take the aux cord out
Right.
or
Yeah.
something.
And you're like, fuck,
And it's
plug
just
the aux
it's
cord
just
back
static
in.
at that point.
That's how I started listening to the Buzz Adams a few years ago. Is my auxiliary cord broke, so I had nothing to listen. It's like 5:30 in the morning, and
Fuck.
fucking all right. Let's see what Buzz has to say today.
You're
you
like,
know?
what the hell is
And
this
he's
dude?
just laughing and like telling Nico to like calm down with his laughs. It's like, dude, if you're gonna laugh, away from the mic.
Yeah,
And nowadays you hear
he turns off his mic. Yeah,
you still hear him.
You'll still hear him, yeah, but his mic is shut off.
That's funny. So what are your like plans? Like is it just, are you like sticking with the morning show as far as it goes, or are you looking still to like kind of pivot maybe into like TV or like film or something like that?
Let's not tell anybody, especially my boss, but I'm always looking towards pivoting towards
Towards something else, right?
the goal right now is Netflix.
Okay.
Ooh,
And so the other day, actually,
Damn, that's interesting.
yeah.
the other day, Emily and I were on LinkedIn and we were looking up towards like
On the clock.
on the clock using the
This is gonna be a
company's
short
Wi-Fi.
clip for sure.
It sounds like Joe does that a lot. work, working from home and shit.
And
Fucking
then-
playing Warzone.
Yep.
We're on LinkedIn and we're looking Paramount Plus, Sony and Netflix, seeing what they have available. Buzz walks in and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're all, "Nothing."
Nothing.
He's
We're
all like,
subscribing.
he's all, "What is this Netflix looking?" And he's like, "Are you guys looking for other jobs while you're at your job?" And he's all, "I'm gonna take a picture of this." But then he couldn't figure out how to work his camera, so he never took.
By the time he unlocks his phone, he's like,
He
they're
brings out
working.
those old cameras with like the light bulb. Like, all right, guys, hold still.
Everybody gets blinded.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. And I mean, yeah, the more that like these streaming services evolve and they start producing their own content, like
Yeah.
they're going to need like more producers, more fucking people to run the boards or whatever it is that they fucking do, like production assistants, you know what I mean?
Not too long ago, not Netflix, but I think Paramount Plus. No, Blumhouse. You guys know Blumhouse?
Yeah, all
they do
those
all the horror movies. They were looking for an office assistant.
Oh, shit.
And like LinkedIn will tell you like you're qualified for
Right.
this job based on what you've put in. And I'm all, because it told me Blumhouse office assistant. And I'm like, I could do that. I could totally do that. Los Angeles.
Ooh.
I would have to move to Los
They have to
Angeles.
move to Los Angeles.
Is that something you don't want to do?
Maybe in the future, but like not right now.
True.
And then, so if it's not that, Albuquerque,
Okay.
because there's a new Netflix building in Albuquerque.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because I think like New Mexico, they offer like big incentives
Yeah.
Yeah.
to film in the state.
Let
Yeah.
me see what
So,
kind of jobs they have, man.
So media companies will move there because they can set up an office and they can start doing
Yeah.
production there. Because New Mexico is one of those states. Like I know, like Georgia's one.
Georgia,
I know they
for sure.
They shot The Walking Dead there. There's certain states that they welcome like that
definitely,
industry.
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
like
what I mean?
AMC, all their productions now in Albuquerque, one New Mexico, because of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. They want
Right.
to do a spinoff for Gus. So yeah, New Mexico's a big place.
it's booming.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I could totally do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And Buzz is like, are you trying to leave? He's like, are you looking for a job elsewhere? And I'm like, I'm not looking. Because, so Lisa leaves, right? And that was of her own will. She found a better job for herself. And so LinkedIn right away tells me, hey, there's this job in El Paso. You're perfect for it. You're qualified for it. And I'm all, holy crap, let me see what it is. Morning show co-host. KLAQ. And I go, Buzz, it's telling me I could, apply to be your co-host. And he's all, are you looking for another job? I'm all, focus on this first.
You know what was always fun for me to watch, especially when you guys would do like the live things or you guys will record like little videos. I saw like Buzz getting slapped by a fish. Like I think Nico like slapped him, or like I think Nico ended up eating an onion, or I think it was
A
like
raw onion.
A raw onion.
That was gross.
Didn't we have like Brandon had that thing with the pubes?
Yeah, they put
Pubes to the
Oh
face.
my God.
they-
I'm so happy I was not there for that
You know,
one.
stuff like that. I think that was pretty fun, especially because you get to see Buzz like kind of off the radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then doing stuff like that. I think it's fucking hilarious, man. You guys should keep doing that.
What?
Tell them what you can't eat anymore because of the show.
I can't eat sriracha.
Sriracha?
Why?
They make you
We-
chug like 2 bottles or what?
No, for National
bless.
Donut Day one year.
Oh my God! I
National
pranked you.
Donut Day.
It wasn't a prank. It was donut roulette.
Okay.
And we had them deliver donuts, and we told them, hey, don't tell us, but fill some of these donuts up with like the grossest shit you can think of.
Right.
And so we were like sriracha, mayonnaise, toothpaste, fish paste.
Joe's favorite.
So then we get the donuts, the poor donut delivery guy. We're all like, these all look normal. And he's all, they're your donuts. And we're like, no. Some of them were supposed to be altered.
Right.
And he's all, this is what they gave me. And we're all, they didn't give us the right donuts. And we're like, these all, because we opened one and we're all like, this is a normal donut.
Right.
And we're like, they fucked it up. We don't have the donuts. Brandon takes one of the donuts and he's like, fine, whatever, it's a donut. He bites into it midway through the show on air. He's like, oh, it was a fish paste. Guys.
Oh, gross.
That's disgusting.
So then we were,
That was absolutely disgusting.
so then we're like, oh, they're the right donuts after all.
Right.
And so we start playing donut roulette, and I get one, and I bite right into it. It was like a question thing. Like if you answered the question wrong, you had to bite into the donut, and it was either a good donut or a bad donut. And I answered the question wrong, take a big bite into it, like really confidently, and I'm like, it's sriracha.
Like a lot of it.
A lot. It was like filled with sriracha.
Dude, I wouldn't even.
I love sriracha.
I like sriracha, but
But on a
Have you
donut,
ever just bitten into it and just like?
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need like some rice and chicken with sriracha. Like, not no fucking.
So then I had
donut.
Chinese food for lunch that day, and I couldn't eat it because I was like,
The
sriracha.
Oh shit!
I had the flavor of sriracha for a few hours. I couldn't get it out.
Yeah, that's gross.
And so I can't eat sriracha
And then it ruins
now.
the donut. Like I probably wouldn't trust any donuts after that.
I got another one wrong, and thankfully that donut was raspberry.
All right.
But that sriracha one has traumatized me, and I can't eat sriracha.
You know,
now.
you guys should try the hot chip challenge on the radio on the show. Have Buzz take a bite.
We gave Buzz extra hot Cheetos the
I
other
saw,
day.
yeah. Was that real? Did he actually think it was like
He
that
really
spicy?
did at one point was choking, and so when
With
we
the
were
black
like,
bag. of
Yeah,
hot
dude.
Cheetos?
the black bag.
Okay, they're not that hot.
no.
That's what my thing is, hot Cheetos. And so Nico was like, hey, I brought you hot Cheetos. And I was like, thank you. And so I'm eating it, and Buzz is like, I'm going to eat this. And
And
he's
he's
like,
not a spicy guy.
he's not a spicy guy at all.
Jesus. Yeah, he'll do fine with the hot chip challenge.
No, he'll probably have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that hot
He
chip
probably-
challenge? I mean, you've
He's
done it.
done, I haven't had the hot chip challenge.
You should.
It's just one.
Do we have? I think we have one here.
It's just
I
one.
think bring it
tortilla
out.
You
chip.
have
bring
just
it up.
one?
Yeah, I think we have
Is
one.
it just one chip?
Yeah, it's just one chip.
How much is that? Oh, okay.
It's that one. I think they're like $10. No.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, they're
Buzz
like
can
10
pay
to
for
15
that.
bucks.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's.
gonna pay for it. If
yeah.
it's something for the show, Buzz can pay for it.
She's
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm not
should do it.
fucking forking over.
Give them the
money.
idea. Tell them that it's like the most sour chip. Just put it in another bag.
He's done a hot nut challenge with Nico.
Hot nut.
He bought some hot nuts, and so like it's supposed to gradually be hotter and hotter
okay,
and hotter.
okay.
And he got like the first one, and he was already dying. And then Nico eats hot Cheetos and extra hot stuff, so it didn't really affect him. But Buzz was like,
Dramatic.
Poor guy.
at one point he was taking shots of the coffee creamer to try and calm down the
Buttermilk?
heat, I guess.
It's a
And I'm
little
all
half
like,
and half.
Like the French
Yeah.
vanilla
the
coffee
French
creamer?
vanilla ones, and I'm
Taking
like,
shots.
dude, that's not dairy. That's just oil. I don't know what you're doing.
You know what? And I was reading like because I did the challenge here on the pod. And I was, and I was trying to see like what, you know, like if to have water or milk or what would help. And then like first thing I see is like, don't use water.
Oh, shit.
Like water is the worst thing you could do because what it does is just spreads it, you know, and like you start feeling it in in your esophagus and your
Oh,
freaking
that's
asshole
scary.
after a while. And so thankfully, this guy had some popsicles, dude. Right?
Yeah, we had popsicles.
Popsicles. So
good.
that helped. But the next day, man. Dude, my asshole was not happy.
It's funny because
Oh,
like
no.
I love how Misa like suggests like, hey, you guys should definitely do this, and then he tells you this story.
He's
of,
like, "Don't do it."
His asshole just like being the fucking epicenter of hell. Like, you know what I mean? But it's fun. Like Misa's like, yeah, do this though. This is great. You should
Yeah,
do
well, I
this."
mean,
No,
I'm
they're a
totally for
great
Buzz
idea.
to do it.
I'm always looking for ideas for a video. Emily and I have like a whole spreadsheet of ideas. To get Buzz to do them is the challenge.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, we had we used to do this like what we called Misa Eats, and then it'd be like we'd go live, and during the week we would ask people to send us like what they like 2 foods like mixtures that they think everybody else would dislike. And man, we had some nasty shit people send us. Yo, try some pudding and tuna. Try this and that, and I'm thinking like
disgusting.
we ended up doing this thing like blindfolded, and he would feed me something, and we had like what did
We had like
have?
baby food, and we had like all
Sardines.
sorts of like gross ass. Like, just we went to the store and bought like the grossest shit we could find.
Dude, I've eaten the grossest shit on the show.
You should try that with Buzz. Have him blindfolded and see if he could guess what he's
I ate
eating.
a cricket.
Oh, crickets are good. I think we had one.
So then he was like, you said you were okay with eating the cricket. I'm like, yeah, but I thought you were going to put it in like a taco.
Right. I thought you were gonna season it up a bit.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is
still alive.
just a cricket.
That's disgusting.
But I think Brandon was the one who ate cat food.
Oh, I think he did tell us
I
about
think
that.
I don't think that's healthy, right? I don't think you should be eating
don't
like
think
food
so.
that's made for
It's not
pets.
edible for.
I
it's
think
not
he
for
took like a
human
bite of it and he was
consumption.
just like, it's fine.
Oh, that's
Now he's a cat.
Now he eats it.
And now he meows every now and then.
that's gross. So you also like you were telling us you have your own podcast, right? With
Yeah.
Emily. What's that podcast called?
It's called What the Buzz.
Okay.
And it's part of the family of KLAQ and all that.
Right.
We don't have a lot of listeners. It'll tell me like we have 16 faithful listeners. So to our 16
Hey,
out there.
that's good.
We
It's
love
better
you.
than 15.
Yeah, right. We used to have 14. So we added 2 more.
Right.
But it's basically just everything that you won't hear on air. It's all the cheese man that I have. And I'll be like, oh, Buzz was like this today. Or, you know, that fight you heard on air?
Yeah.
Let me tell
This
you
is
about
why.
it. This is why
The
we were
thing is,
fighting.
like Buzz isn't going to be listening to this. Right?
No,
Does
he
he even
isn't.
listen to anything?
He doesn't even listen to his own.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I bet Buzz does not.
He just
go
reads the
back at all.
comments.
He reads the comments. That's about it. No, Buzz, his podcast is amazing. People want to hear what Buzz says.
Right.
And he's funny. He's like naturally funny. and then put Nico
He's a clever
in.
guy. with his jokes.
It's a hilarious podcast. I've also been able to be on that one too. Theirs does better than mine. And so the one with me and Emily, it's just a bunch of chisme.
Yeah.
And it's us venting about working there.
Right.
And it's just a way for us to like relax and be like, here's what happened at the station this week.
How often do you guys put this podcast out?
We aim for every 2 weeks.
Okay.
But we sometimes forget about it
Like 2 months.
because we actually have to do our other job.
Yeah. You,
Like,
have,
we want to hear the buzz about the buzz.
you have a whole ass show to produce. You know what I mean?
I have a whole
It's like-
show to do. Emily has her own. She's our managing editor now.
Oh,
so
shit,
she's not
okay.
intern Emily anymore. She's
Oh.
on the job Emily.
Okay.
I call her that.
Wow. You better
And
be
so-
careful because then they'll fire you and they'll give her your job.
I know, right? She's really great for it. She's also one to tell Buzz off. But we try to do every 2 weeks. We're about to have one coming out this coming week.
Okay.
So everyone out there,
Make sure to tune in.
tune into
Dude,
What the
I'm
Buzz.
looking at Emily's page. I'm like, Murillo. I'm like, she my cousin?
Do you know somebody? What's her husband's name? Alfonso Murillo.
Maybe.
You guys are definitely
Oh,
not
that's
cousins,
him.
Joe.
I don't know. Murillo's kind of, well, when I was growing up here.
Emily has pictures
Bro,
of
it's
her
El
and him.
Paso, bro.
Murillo was a rare name, dude.
No, dude, not in El Paso. Murillo.
He's like,
family
it's not Garcia
in
or
Clint
Marquez.
Fabens.
He's
Yeah, family out there.
Joe is fucking saying Murillo isn't as common as like Ramirez or some
that
shit.
your
like,
last
bro,
name?
Murillo's, dude, when I was growing up in high school, even in Anthony
Bro,
here,
trust
Murillo
me.
was never,
Dude, no,
I
no, no.
never went to school with anybody named Murillo.
Trust me, Murillo is a fucking
You speaking, dude, I've never heard anybody with my name, my first name, or my last name.
yeah, Monreal.
Monreal or
different.
Misael.
Salchicha?
But yes,
Like, what is that?
I don't think he knows Joe at all. There's a plenty of Murillos.
Who's
in
going to
El
want to
Paso.
know Joe? Look at him.
Do you know another Murillo?
Yeah, I do actually.
Really?
Yeah, and they're not your cousin.
What shows we?
I know Emily and her husband.
Chris is like, they're my cousins.
They're my cousins.
Everyone's your cousin, Chris.
Dude, I got a
There's
lot of
like
cousins.
one other Barba in town, and they're
Right.
always like, Joanna. And I'm like, there's no Barbas that live in the United States. I can tell you that right now.
In elementary school, my best friend back then, his name was Christian Barba.
Oh, Barba.
One of my old bosses was Barba too. Jorge Barba.
So this is like a really nerdy story. I was in debate in high school,
Nice.
and I once went up against somebody named Michael Barba.
Ooh, bet all the Barbas.
And then, so we have to tell the judges our name, and I'm all Joanna Barba, and he's all Michael Barba, and she looks at us, and we're all, no relation.
No relation.
Oh no, I've never seen that motherfucker in my life.
And you're like, I'm about to debate the shit out of this motherfucker right
And
now.
this Barba was the one that won that match.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey.
Thank
So
you.
does that mean you like to argue?
I do, yeah.
Are you a big arguer? Like
Yeah.
you love.
Well,
a
she's
good
got
argument?
cats, of course.
I got
dude.
cats. Have you seen my arm?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that
Those
that
are all
Buzz
from your
or the
cats?
cat?
Oh, I thought you had
I
a
don't know.
different type of
Yeah.
problem. Like, hey, you good? Do you need? Do I
You need-
I was like, what does
some
Buzz
help?
do to you?
This is what happens when you work with Buzz for 6 years.
Jeez.
No, it's my cats.
How many cats do you have?
Currently, I have 4.
Holy shit!
I used to have more.
You know, I would.
But they
Fun
died.
fact: I would straight up die if I went to your house.
Are you allergic?
I'm
Yeah, me
deadly
too.
allergic
Oh
to
no.
cats.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sitting right next to you.
No, but like we're good. But like what fucks me up is when I go to someone's house, right? And like
And the cat's,
like
like,
your
all over
cats are like they probably run all over the house,
Yeah.
right? And they like lay on the couches and shit, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I laid on the same couch as your cat, like I would fucking die.
You would look like Hitch.
Yeah, like my eyes would explode and I would stop breathing because I'm
no.
like deadly.
Like, are you
like,
allergic to all cats? Like, let's say you go to the zoo and there's like a petting, or you pet a tiger or something, would you die too?
I'm pretty sure I'm not allergic to that cat. I don't know. I've never been to a house where a fucking lion is just chilling on the fucking
we
couch.
should try it out.
Did you
yeah.
know that if you're allergic to cats, you're not allergic to their fur?
What?
You're allergic to their saliva.
Yes, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm also allergic to dogs, but it's their saliva. So if a dog licks me,
Mm-hmm.
like I'll start breaking out in hives.
Does
Just-
your wife work with
just from-
dogs?
Damn,
Just from
that
them
sucks.
licking
You
me.
can't have cats
Chris.
or dogs.
Yeah, no, I
But
can't.
you are a dog, Chris.
I'm a certified dog. Like,
Every time we see dogs, every time we see dogs on the street, I'm like, oh look, there's Chris.
yeah, I'm a certified
You
dog.
kind of do look like that one from The Secret Life of Pets, the big brown
Pull that up, Joe. I've never seen that movie. Secret Life
It's
of
a,
Pets.
it's a good movie, man.
It is a
Okay, you
cute
know what?
movie.
You know which dog she's talking about?
The
Yeah.
the big brown
brown
shaggy
dog.
one.
Does he smoke
there it
THC?
Like
No, I thought he looked like that one. I thought he looked like that one.
No, that's you, way with the fake chain y todo.
The fake chain.
That one,
That
right?
one right there.
Yeah, I actually do.
That's
have
Misa.
a good resemblance to that dog. Yeah, I mean, dogs are like, I've never really like, dogs are okay, but like, yeah, like I just can't fucking,
You
like
have
my
no- you
body,
can't
I
have
just can't
pets.
do it.
That's
Yeah,
so
I can't.
sad.
Yeah. And my wife loves dogs and shit, but I'm like,
She's-
That's
Just
how I
looking
am.
She
I
works with
love
dogs.
pets.
She works with
no,
dogs.
she does, yeah. But like I
She
told
does
her,
it because she's like, I can't get this at home.
yeah, exactly. And then I told her one day, like, you know, maybe we can have a dog, but like, not like, I can't have a dog that's all over the crib, like all over the bed and shit. Like,
She's gonna keep,
can't
she's gonna
do
keep
that.
him outside.
Chris is gonna
chained
keep
up.
chained up to a tree.
no,
and
but
shit.
that's
That's
the thing.
illegal now.
No, I know, but that's the thing is like, if I had a dog, I wouldn't want the dog like chilling outside. Like, that
Right.
sucks. I'd want the dog to have a good life and shit. Like,
You're doing it out of consideration for the dog.
Like, I'd want the dog to sit down with me while I smoke some like CBD and blow it in his face. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to live the good life.
You offer him a little bit of Bud
Yeah,
Light.
give him a little gummy here and there. Fucking splash his bowl with some Bud Light. You know, get him lit.
That's so sad.
That's abuse, dude.
That's animal
That's
abuse.
also that's
still.
also
Dude,
illegal.
it's just making me think like how he would be if he has kids now.
Can I be the dog? Because that sounds great.
She's like,
I'll be the dog.
yeah, I told my wife, you got one dog in your life, you're looking at him. Rough.
Duke from Secret Life of Pets.
Rough.
Rough. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I was gonna call
Bark?
you
You gonna say bark?
I was gonna call her Barbacoa because I'm looking at her IG name.
I will respond to both now. So
Okay, so Joanna, tell people where they can follow you on social media. I know you're like really active on Twitter. I
fucking love
I was
Twitter.
peeping some of your tweets.
Twitter be wildin', man.
I fucking
Twitter
love
is wild, and then but you're also like on IG and like, are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, so tell people where they can find you, and so that way they can follow you and they can check out what you got going on.
I am Joanna Barbacoa on all platforms. That is how you can find me. I just stuck to
Can
the
I get
name.
a Joanna Barbacoa burrito, please?
If they named it that, I would
like hot
be
Cheetos in it?
with some hot Cheetos.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like if you know
You're
anybody,
a genius.
I wouldn't eat that shit.
And then you get a sticker of a cat
Rude.
on your way up.
Joe's like, I wouldn't eat that shit. Yes, your fat ass would. Bro.
Not with the hot Cheetos. Not with the hot Cheetos.
Okay, so look. Last week on the show, Joe was like, I don't like Doritos.
I don't like
Me
Doritos.
and Doritos, no. And I'm like, dude, you're such a liar. Nobody does not like Doritos.
Who doesn't like
I don't like
Doritos?
Doritos.
They
I
might
don't
not-
like them.
So he says.
Right,
I
I
don't.
understand they're not your favorite chip. Like, they're not like your go-to, whatever.
But if they're there, you're
right?
gonna-
If
you
somebody puts a fucking Dorito in your mouth, you're gonna enjoy it.
I'm spitting it out.
It's not gonna be like torture.
You would spit it out.
I'll take hot Cheetos over
Joe.
He's lied. He's just fucking blatantly lied.
You are one pathetic loser.
That's hilarious.
I'm starting to see why they refer to you like really shitty. Every time I watch it, they're like, and our shitty producer. I'm always like, that's so mean. I'm a producer.
But
Like, but now I see it.
But it's because
I get
like,
it.
like it's
Crusty
like,
ass
it's like
Joe.
one. It's like, dude. Okay, or like last. Okay. The last episode, he goes to the bathroom, right? And then I say, Joe, he goes to the bathroom. We carry on. He comes back, and then he's listening. And then I say something, right? And then he goes. He repeats the exact same thing I said. And he's like, oh, my bad. I was in the bathroom. I was like, no, you weren't.
He was sitting right there the whole time.
Right there on his phone.
He's on his phone like,
And then even the guest was like, Joe, you were not in the fucking bathroom. You fucking pathological
You were
liar.
there.
Oh my god, I was in space.
It was funny.
I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, and,
that's why they named him Joe, because he's just average.
and
as fuck.
it was funny.
Average Joe's gym, man.
It was funny because when Nico was here, and this was a long time ago. This was already over a year ago. You know how Nico like has EMT like background. You know what I mean? He diagnosed Joe with diabetes on the podcast.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Joe, like within 10 minutes, he went to the
10
bathroom
minutes.
like
I
3
broke the
times.
seal bad.
He went to the bathroom like 7 times.
Yeah,
during one
Nico's
pod.
all like, well, okay, there's 2 things. You go to the bathroom more than a cokehead, or you have diabetes.
It's crazy.
And I
Do
was
you
like,
have diabetes?
no.
Have you gotten checked?
Yes.
No. Blatantly lying again.
No, my mom has she used to have it, and she has these little
here we
testing
go.
things that like break her. So I
Yep.
just tested it, and I was like, no, I'm good.
No, that was a fucking STD
My glucose
test.
is at
Joe.
a
He tests it out and it comes out and it says crusty.
Oh, Joe.
God damn it, Joe. We love him though. Look at him. He's and then the way he hits that vape.
Look at
fucking- What a baby doll, huh? All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're at 52 minutes here. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a quick little break, so that way we can all reset, recharge. You know,
Joe could do some coke
Joe
in
can
the
do
bathroom.
some. Joe can rail some lines in the bathroom, and I'll go get violently high off CBD.
Yes, sir.
And but yeah, so what we'll do is we'll take a break.
Violently.
Violently high.
That's the
He's gonna
second
end up-
time you've used
I
that
like
term.
that one.
He's gonna end
I
up,
like
he's
that.
gonna end up
Since I've been
taking a
here.
shower and shit.
Yeah.
All
No, I like that term. That's a good one.
Violently high.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll come back. We'll talk to Miss Joanna a little bit more. We have some trending topics. Ricky Martin out here wilding.
Nope.
Also, there's
He's ready to take the line.
There's a new
No, I'll
fucking,
do it.
There's a new telescope out there, or was some sort of scope that's taking badass pictures of space. And we have a few trending topics. We'll get into that, and then we have 5 random questions at the very end. And yeah, so we'll do all that on the second half, guys. If you guys are listening, make sure you guys like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Instagram, and make sure to show Joanna some love as well. Shout out to the KLAQ Morning Show family, and make sure you guys tune into them. They're weekdays from what time? 5
From
to
6 to 10.
6 to 10, 95.5 FM on your radio dial. Make sure you guys go check them out. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Try to replace me, but bitch, I'm one of a kind. You know, I be speed racing up on the highway 95. Look, I don't give a fuck why these niggas hating on me. Oh, wait, because I got your bitch tripping on me. She said my love promethazine got her leaning on me. Spanish mommy with that accent, bet she call me Poppy. Okay, yeah, she be hitting my phone.
All right, guys, we are back from break.
Brack.
We are back from break on the Conversing with Chris and Misa
Sounded
podcast.
like you broke.
I broke my back right there. Episode 133 with our girl Joanna in the building. Give her a round of applause. And I'm going to be honest with you. I just didn't even try to say your last name right now. I'm just going, my girl Joanna.
Thank you.
Because I'm not fucking it up a second time. Okay?
You fucked up my first name.
Right. I fucked it up bad. So
First time here.
Right. So this time I was like, you know what? We'll stick with the first. We're on a first name basis now.
This
you know what I'm saying?
person right here.
Right. So, guys, we're back for the second half of the podcast. But real fast, Joanna, I just wanted to say thank you one more time to you and your sister for being all the way over
The
here.
sister.
The sister.
But yeah, shout out to you guys.
Thank you so much
for sliding through. How are you feeling the vibes today?
Oh, it's fun. I gotta tell you guys, I love this setup. It's really great.
Yes.
It's so professional.
Nice.
I
You want to
love
come
it.
produce?
Yeah. I mean, the most professional part is
gonna
Joe. It's fucking Joe. The most professional motherfucker in here
We're
is right
gonna
here.
need a new one after this.
Do you guys ever like think about a career in radio?
No, I mean, I think we started this thinking like, let's just see if we can have people listen to us.
Honestly, it was all because of
you know
him.
what I
Like
mean?
Yeah, he
I never
started
thought
it.
about it, and then he just asked me, "Hey," and
I
I was
thought-
a guest, and I was like, I loved it, and I was like, "Do this, do it again."
I just like what I was thinking, Joanna. Like, and shout out to my little brother Nick. So it's his birthday tomorrow, actually. So me and him had always talked about starting a podcast because we like love fucking podcasts. Like, so me and him had always talked about it, but we never would actually fucking do it. And that's like part of my problem. Like, I always like have these ideas like, oh, this is what I want to do. And like, sometimes I just never get them off the ground.
Right.
And finally, like, I don't know what made me do it. I think what happened was I was listening to the Middles Open podcast, which is my cousin Pat and his friends. They do a local podcast here. And I was listening to them and I was like, there's no like, I have no excuse not to do this. Like, you know what I mean? And he showed me like, all you need is the Anchor app, dude. Just download that app.
Right.
And boom,
Anchor.
you're good to go. And so like when I did that, and my wife was kind of like, just fucking do it already. Just fucking start it. Just fucking
just
go.
start it.
And who cares if nobody listens? And so that's kind of like,
and we've learned a lot. He learned a lot too. If you listen to like what episode 2,
that was
Trash.
That wasn't my fault though. Well, it was my fault, but it wasn't. So yeah, if you listen to episode 2, I'm completely hammered interviewing my friend that's in the military in
So
Washington.
So can you tell us more about yourself?
But it's because what happened.
It sounds like him every day.
Let me defend myself for 2 seconds.
That's Chris after 4 p.m.
What happened was we had scheduled a time to interview, right? And he couldn't make it. So I just started drinking. Like I started,
He started pounding.
But then like 2 hours later, he's like, "Are you still down?" Like, and at that time I was like, "Dude, well, I need to do something." So I was like, "Yeah, dude." But I didn't realize how fucking
That's the Bud
drunk
Light
I
talking.
was. I was fucking hammered to hell doing
One of my
this.
favorite episodes to
And
this.
it's
I
just,
gotta find episode 2.
no, it's out there.
Spotify.
The only thing is that
Deleted it. He's like, I'm gonna delete
no,
this.
hell no, hell no.
Anchor
I would
app,
never,
Anchor app.
I would
Anchor.
never go back and delete those because like one of the things, yeah. So anyway, if you do want to listen to that, it's only on the audio version because we weren't shooting video back
Okay.
then, so it only lives in an audio form. Thank God.
Imagine him.
Imagine the video.
Holy fuck! But anyway, so the reason I would never take that down is because like
Shows how far you.
whenever I show somebody new like my podcast, like I know a lot of people think like, oh yeah, this guy's got a fucking podcast. What a fucking whatever.
What a
Like,
cool guy.
Fucking full of himself. You know what I mean? But then when I pull up their phone and I type it in and it pops up and then they're like 130 fucking like. You really have a fucking podcast. Like you have like a body of work. You know what I mean? And so I tell them, go back, listen to like the first few episodes and you can see how shitty they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, like if you listen to this episode or any of the ones that are produced like now, like it's night and day and you're kind of like, wow, like you actually progress like pretty far with this.
And he's
you know what I
sober.
mean? And it's like,
most of the pod.
yeah. And it's crazy because like we used to like I would record on my iPhone headphones into my phone, you know what I mean? And now we have like 4
Full
mics,
studio,
a
bro.
full studio, like
His mics are
Shitty
nice.
shitty producer. Look at his face. Look at him. Good job. But anyway, so it's just one of those things that it's like it shows your progression, and I'm like, I would never want to take that down because I want you to see like really how this fucking happened. You know what I mean? Where's Amber? Who's Amber?
Not me.
No.
I turned that shit off on my phone.
Fucking Joe.
Do you want me to put a
looking for
fucking
you.
cape
savage.
I don't know how to turn it off on mine.
There's some settings.
There's a setting.
I'll show you. Have an iPhone, right?
no.
Oh.
Okay.
There's a setting on there, and it says, "Do you care about other people?" And you hit off, and you get no Amber alerts.
I
Like
want
they
that
ex-
setting.
They expect you to just put a cape on and be Superman and just go save them across the stage.
I just picture Joe running out of his house in the middle of the night, like, I'll be back, Mom.
Ready to find Amber.
Another child has been abducted.
God damn. But then when it's the silver alert for senior citizens, he's like, good riddance. Let them go.
They've lived a long
Chris's
life.
grandma.
Oh, shit. Okay. So where were we?
I was telling you, I love
Right.
you guys' setup. It's really nice.
Yes. Thank you. And also like, so one of the other things too that I like about like podcasting is that it's allowed me and Misa to meet and Joe to meet some cool ass fucking people. Like we had like Ivan Melendez in here. Like he's gonna be in the fucking pros. We fucking
UFC fighter Courtney
UFC
Casey.
fighter Courtney Casey, fucking Richie Ryan from the Locomotives.
Of course, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, like Lavelle Jones, like some very talented people, like, and it's cool. And like we built like a little community, like with the comedians and a bunch of people. So
It's been fun.
I don't know. It's really
And
fun.
now Joanna.
And
Barbacoa.
yeah. And now we got a barbacoa on the pod. Like I never thought we would see.
We would
that.
have known.
Okay. All right. So real fast before we get into these trending topics, I know you had said you're like a big movie person. And I know you're big into like horror movies, right?
Yeah.
So, can you give us a top 5 like horror movie list, like your top 5 off the top of the head?
Off the dome.
And like, if you say like Halloween or Friday the 13th, like be specific with
Which
like
one?
which one, because there's
Gotcha.
so many of them.
Okay, so Scream.
Okay,
Number one.
the original fucking
The original
Scream.
Scream, number
Dude,
one.
that soundtrack too.
Oh, it's fire.
Fuck yes,
Creed,
the soundtrack.
Creed was on that shit, bro. I love Creed, man.
Number 2.
With arms wide open. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking Chris.
That's a good one, dude. I love Creed.
Number 2, Insidious.
Ooh.
The first one.
That
the
one gives me the
First one's the
heebie-jeebies.
best one.
Really the Wandaverse, as they call it, the James Wandaverse. So then number 3 would be The Conjuring.
Ooh,
Okay.
OG one.
The first one.
First one, the OG.
And then Ouija Origin, or what's that one called?
Ouija.
Oh yeah, I've
The
seen it. It's on
Origin.
Netflix, right? That one's
Yes.
fucking creepy. as
That-
shit.
Which one?
Ouija, something of origin. But like, it's not the first Ouija movie. It's the
It's
second
the second one, yeah.
And that one's by the same guy who did like The Haunting of Bly Manor and The Haunting of Hill House. So that one is really good.
That one's creepy, man.
It is. How many am I at?
Yep. That
You
was
got 3.
That was 4. No,
Three.
that was 4.
5.
No, it's 3.
That's 4.
4.
Oh, 4.
One more.
One more.
Do you want to give a guess or an input? Really, I watched them all because of her. She and I are 10 years apart.
Okay, and she influenced you
And
a lot,
she influenced
right?
me.
Okay.
So,
She gave you
so
nightmares.
I think
So
I know what
it's
she
your
would
fault
say.
she's into these crazy fucking movies.
It's her.
She's like,
Left her alone with me.
You're gonna learn today.
I think I know what she would say.
Scream.
Yeah.
Scream.
So movies to me are very personal.
okay,
So I can remember where I was and
Right.
what I was doing and
Yeah.
what was happening in my life when I first saw a movie
right.
that made an impact. So Scream was the first movie I went to without my mommy or daddy. I went with my older cool sister who took us to the movies.
Hell yeah.
Didn't know what I was getting into. And then that first scene where they killed Drew Barrymore. And I'm all, what the hell are we watching?
What the fuck's going on?
I'm like 7 years old. and I'm all,
Jesus.
I just wanted to come to the movies. So that made an impact. And so I guess my 5th and final will be The Exorcist.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Like the old one?
The old one, yeah.
Yeah, like the one
The first one.
when it
first one that
filmed.
came
What,
Linda
like,
Blair
It was filmed in what, like in the 70s? No.
in the 70s.
Holy shit.
That was some. I heard some.
Bro,
shit.
that's 50 years ago.
And it still stands
Holy
the test of
fuck.
time. Still scary.
Well, on that topic, what are your
bless.
3 top horror villains?
Horror villains. Oh, good. That's a good one. Demons. Just
Demons,
because
just in general.
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
demon
Anytime
that they
there's a
deal
demon
with.
around, bad shit's gonna happen.
Favorite or like the ones I hate the most?
The ones that you, well, I mean, I
Because-
guess it'd be hate, like, you know, a love-hate relationship with them,
So then
especially with horror movies. Ghostface?
Yeah.
It.
Just because it's always changing. You never know who it's going to be.
That's true.
Fuck.
That's true.
I'm
Okay,
scared
last
now,
one.
guys.
And let's go with Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, OG.
Oh my God. Give her a round of applause for
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
So I have a top 5 horror movie list.
Oh, you
Nobody
do?
cares.
Yes. Well, I know Joe doesn't care.
I don't know. I don't remember asking him.
Yeah, and I didn't ask you shit.
You guys are assholes, dude. I don't even watch movies. Like, I don't watch movies at all. So for me to have this list is already like, that's a fucking.
That's amazing.
His favorite one, his scariest one. He's
Amazing to who?
To me.
It shocks himself.
Okay.
Nah, he's scared
Can
of
I-
the Michelin Man from fucking Ghostbusters. Get out of here, dude.
Can I give the top 5?
He's like, is that me?
I want to hear the top
I feel like
five.
it's a good top 5. It's not like as good as yours because most of them are going to be like slasher.
Just hurry up,
movies.
Chris.
All right, hurry up. Try to get through these topics.
Hold on. Okay, number 5. Right?
Boring.
Boring. Number 5, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original
amazing.
redo.
Leatherface.
The original redo of
That's
the
the
original
movie
one.
that makes me scared of that
Right.
one noise with
Which-
the camera. The camera
Oh,
noise.
the shuddering noise.
Oh,
Yeah.
scares the crap
Yep.
out of me.
Okay,
She's like, no
so
pictures, please.
That one, number 4, I would say Halloween 2, the one that's set
Oh,
in the
nice.
hospital,
Oh.
because that shit is fucking popping in the hospital. Dude, he turns that hospital into a fucking graveyard, my guy. It's bad.
It's a good thing they were already in a hospital.
Yes, exactly. Number 3, I would say the Jason, the first one, the Friday the 13th, the first one,
Where
that-
it's the mom.
right, and that shit scared the living fuck out of me for the first time because I was little when I saw that. You know, I was just like scared as shit. Number 2, are we on 2 now?
Yes.
Okay, number 2 would be The Ring. I don't know why The Ring scared the fuck out of me when she came out of the TV. And then
Yeah,
number 1
spooky.
was the fucking Halloween number 4. That one
Okay.
is fucking shit. When he fucking bashes the guy's head in the ambulance all crazy, that one is fucking.
Dude, I've never seen any of
Dude.
the Halloween movies or like the Friday the
At all?
13th at all.
Friday the 13th.
What kind of
is
movies do you
eh.
like?
Really any kind. Like if they're good to start off
He's
with.
like Barney and Friends.
Yeah. Well, that was probably one of my first ones that I loved.
Misa's a
you know.
If you had to choose like a top 3.
Oh.
Goodfellas.
You know what? Since I was little, The Sandlot has to be up there.
The
The
Sandlot.
Sandlot.
The Sandlot for sure. Fuck.
That's a Toy Story in that bitch.
I don't know. Saving Private Ryan for
Yes,
sure.
that's a great
Okay,
one.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one, yeah.
And then
The Patriot is also a very good war movie.
That is a good movie.
Fuck. What was
Last one. Get it out of there. Come on.
Right now, he's all like, I've
I don't
never
know.
seen
I
a
don't
movie.
know.
Hey, you know what?
Gives up.
It's because I
don't know.
I've never like, I mean, those two I could say right off the bat, but other than that, like I can't
Oh,
really say like,
we-
oh, this movie I'm gonna watch it over and over.
We were shoulders.
Shoulders, yeah, we were Shoulders. I remember. Oh shit, what episode was that?
Hey, you know what movie traumatized me as a kid? Signs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Once I saw the alien, like his
That
hand
one
go through there,
sign-
or when he was like looking for him when they were in the roof, I was
That
fucking
scene where
shit
he's all
myself.
like, he's watching the footage and he's like, children, vamonos. And then
Yeah.
the alien just
Yep.
passes by.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Scares the shit
That
out of
movie Veronica.
Yes.
That one's scary as shit, and it was like supposedly based on a true story out of Spain.
That's
That's
the one
wild.
that Netflix says nobody can finish
So,
watching
Yeah, I
this
finished
movie.
that shit. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty good. But you know what? Really, the nun got me when they're in the church, when she's in the like the church and they're
The
all
nun.
there. That one fucked me up, man.
Yeah,
I
that
watched it
one
with my
was
mom, and
fucked.
I was like, hey, can I go sleep in that room with you, man? Because she's like, ¿Cómo traes la? Hey, my mom's like, ¿Cómo traes la conciencia, cabrón? And I'm like,
English.
This
Joe,
was 2 weeks
English.
ago.
this was last night.
So last night,
Do you guys remember when fucking the Blair Witch Project came out?
Yeah.
yes.
Like I feel like that movie was like it was like a fucking like it was the fucking like I don't know. I feel like that was the most overhyped movie ever.
Yeah, even the new one, the sequel was like not bad. Like it was actually pretty. Like it was.
I like the sequel.
It was like pretty dope.
I think it was like the way they filmed it, which was like
Right.
it was like a first person like you're
Yeah.
chilling.
It changed a lot of like how you market movies
Right.
because
Yeah.
it was one of the first movies to get a website.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I have a whole article over at KLAQ.com that you can check out.
There you go. Plug
But
it. There you
the
go. Shameless
first
plug.
time that I watched that movie was up in Cloudcroft at our cabin.
Hell no.
I was 10 years old.
Fuck no.
And this bitch over here was like, oh, let's watch a movie.
Puts on the Blair Witch
She's
Project.
on
all
the
like,
Blair Witch
something
Project.
something
Yeah. And I'm all, oh, okay. Have you guys ever
terrible.
been like at a cabin in Cloudcroft
Yeah.
at night?
Yes, it's
We
pretty.
went
going to
camping
bed.
that year.
Remember that time to turn off the lights while you're driving?
It's so quiet in the cabin and it's like so dark.
Right.
And all you hear is the sound of like the fire. We had a fireplace and it was like crackling.
Popping. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, holy shit, there's a Blair Witch out there. It's
For
I'm a
sure.
child. It's
Oh, wait, no,
gonna
it's just
get
my
me.
sister.
She's like, you'll be good.
Yeah, she was like, good night, bye.
So I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I had to sleep alone and I didn't sleep at all that night
Dang.
because I was so scared.
Wow.
Horror
Traumatizing.
movies are really something, man. They will really fuck you up.
They'll get you, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
All right, so let's do this. Let's get these national trending topics up. How about you introduce Misa? How about you introduce Joe introducing the topics? How about that?
Yeah, that's right, guys. It's time for the top topics with your boy, Joe Me.
What is up, everybody?
Nice.
Off the top, we have. Do you guys like Skittles? Because apparently, you taste the toxin, not the rainbow.
Oh,
Dude, I love Skittles.
Skittles unfit for human consumption. Lawsuit claims.
no. Well, that's because
That's
they have
why.
no flavor.
That's why CP's all fruity. Too many Skittles. A lawsuit filed Thursday in Northern California federal court alleges that Skittles candies, which boast the slogan "Taste the Rainbow," on account of their many colors, contain a known toxin called titanium dioxide, rendering them unfit for human consumption.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Bro, that is shocking.
tasting.
I'll still eat 'em, though.
dioxide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop eating Skittles because of this. Like, fuck you guys. You know how many
What did they
I'm sure
toxins?
it's not the first time
What did
somebody
they think
sues
was
them
going to
for-
happen? Oh, titanium
Bro,
dioxide.
they're like, you know what,
I
guys?
thought they were organic.
Yeah, yeah.
Because look,
Stop eating Skittles.
France first banned them in 2019. You know,
Yeah, fuck France.
France be banning
Fruits.
all types of good foods, though.
Blue smoke, what?
Thames lawsuit alleges that Mars blew smoke with that promise 6 years ago by intimidating the phase out. That was just because consumers today are calling on food manufacturers to use more natural ingredients in their products.
Fucking Gen Z.
They want to make everything vegan and like organic and
Like, don't touch the Skittles. Just don't eat them, you fucks.
What if,
Leave
they
them
touch,
alone.
what if they touch like something else like hot Cheetos or some shit?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That'd
like,
be bad.
They're starting to
That
war.
would suck.
Yeah.
They've already done all those videos. Have you seen where they take a hot Cheeto and then they light it on fire?
What?
And they're like, this is what you're eating.
Good. That's bomb.
And I'm all, it's a hot
Now
Cheeto.
it's extra hot.
It's flaming
That shit's
hot for a reason.
Literally flaming
Shit's
hot.
straight fire.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, are you a Skittle person? I'm
No,
a big
not
Skittle
really.
guy.
I like the sour ones.
Wow.
Have you ever tried stacking Skittles?
I feel like you wouldn't get too far. I feel like that's
Probably
really
like
hard.
4, 3?
I think the top record is 4
Okay, yeah.
or 5. I've gone to
You guys tried it,
3.
right?
Yeah. 3 Skittles.
should try that.
Wow.
Yeah, you
I
guys
feel
should
like,
try it.
dude, I have really
Next
shaky
challenge.
hands, dude. I don't think I'd be good to do
It's
that.
alcoholism, dude.
Yeah, dude. No, it is. It really is.
That or he's hungry.
Hey, remember that month? He's like, I gotta stop drinking. You looked all pale and shit. I was like, you need a fucking beer. We're all recording a podcast. He's an asshole.
that guy looked like he
snapping
died.
at everybody.
Yeah.
It was all
It was
angry.
bad.
He was even an asshole to the guests. I was like, hey, just fucking
Did
chill
your
and drink a Bud
skin
Light.
change?
Yeah, he fucking went pale.
I feel
Like the texture? Did you
don't
break
know.
out because
No,
your
no,
body
no.
reacts to things?
no. I just like had a like.
He's like, I stopped
Dude, he lost
sweating less.
weight.
I would.
He's like, I don't like this.
I was like super like suicidal. You know, I thought about killing me and
You were
Lisa
an
at the
asshole,
same
dude.
time.
Just for no reason.
Just
I'm
for
taking
no
this
reason.
one.
So I'm taking everybody
Yeah,
with
exactly.
me.
It's like why?
It was a pretty rough month.
But yeah, but we're talking about Skittles, Joe. Damn. Let's go fucking make fun of my alcoholism. How about that? That's a good one though. I love it. All right, so Skittles, I'm still gonna smash them if I'm going into Circle K.
If I'm high, I'll still eat them.
Exactly. I'm grabbing the purple bag because that's the best bag of Skittles there are. And yeah, the sour ones are also great.
They're fire.
They all taste the same.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
wrong.
it's the
That
same
is
flavors.
wrong.
They're
That
all the
is-
same
no,
flavors.
No,
Are they
that's
really?
Fruit Loops. That is Fruit
That's
Loops.
Fruit Loops.
No, we
Yes.
also did a video where I
Yeah, dude,
blind
that's so
It's
true.
the
tested.
same flavor, but just different.
What it is
color.
the aroma.
Okay, so if you give me like Skittles blindfolded, I guarantee I can.
That's
tell you
what
which
I
color.
said, and they did it, and I did not get the
Okay,
ball.
we're gonna do this next time.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Joe,
that.
bring a blindfold. Misa, bring some Skittles.
I got your blindfold right here. Play. I'll go.
Put it on the EBT card.
See, like we all have to spend our money for Chris's idea.
Put it on.
He's like,
Put it on.
"You
Hey,
bring
I
me."
gotta end on the way back. Misa,
Yeah.
grab me some Subway.
Hey, put it on Buzz's tab. Fuck
But
it.
the good thing is,
Yeah, we'll
I'm
say
gonna
it's for a
eat the
video.
Skittles, so that's good. I'm down. But I
You're
honestly-
gonna fail like you failed that fucking
the Reese's challenge.
the
was
Reese's
hard.
one?
Yeah, that challenge was.
What
fucking
was
hard.
that?
Try to eat 10 Reese's in a minute.
You
And
got
you
to like
couldn't
3.
eat 10 Reese's?
I ate like 2. I ate like 3.
Hey, after the pot, he was sweating like peanut butter.
Yeah, I smelled like a fucking jar of Jif.
Your wife was like,
peanut butter.
Hey, the
It's not
chunky
good.
one too.
Yeah,
The chunky one.
the chunky peanut butter. That's what I smelled like. I smelled like a fucking
There's just
freshly
chunks
cracked
coming. There's
jar.
just chunks coming out.
It was great.
I think you should
Okay.
name the podcast, this episode, the Chunky Peanut.
The chunky
Chunky
peanut butter.
Yeah, there you
Jif,
go.
The chunky one.
peanut butter. Okay, so let's get some more music here, Misa. Let's get to the second topic. I'm still grabbing Skittles, like I said.
The next one is the new. I want to actually share this one. The new telescope. Look at them pictures, man. The Hubble telescope got nothing on this, man. NASA releases. NASA
Why
releases.
do you gotta take a shot at the Hubble? The Hubble
He's
didn't
retired.
do
He's
anything.
retired. He got
He
me.
just goes after the Hubble.
He got me so
Fuck
far
you,
images.
Hubble.
He got me so far images. NASA releases stellar new James Webb Space Telescope photos in the cut. Look at these beauties,
In
man.
the cut. What's in the cut, Joe? The telescope?
Yeah, he's in the cut out
Yeah,
there.
he's in the cut. Yeah,
He's cooling.
Space.
He's cooling.
Dude, damn.
Okay,
that's
so
fucking crazy.
so this is a new telescope that's taking pictures of deep space, right?
Yeah, this shit's going how back? Like 13 billion years.
Yeah.
Holy
look at that.
shit!
That looked like Miso's asshole after he got on my chip challenge.
Fuck yeah. It took a picture of that, dude.
So like, damn, Miso, you good, bro?
Yeah,
You
dude.
should get royalties
So-
for that.
So
all
what?
right, dude.
So what is the significance of these photos? Like, why is this such a big deal? Because this came out like on Monday, right?
Do you see the high res in this shit?
Right, but like, what? So are they just saying that like there's so much more shit out there than we ever fucking could have
More,
ever
yeah,
thought?
like we could see more clear pictures and see different stars, galaxies, space smokes that you couldn't see before, and they're amazing. I saw some video comparing the Hubble ones to these, and
You ain't got shit.
this is like
yeah, you already said Hubble ain't got shit.
these pictures were shots with Chris' phone, the 13 Pro Max, man.
Dude,
compared to Misa's iPhone 7 or 6, whatever he's got.
Have you seen those memes where it's like where fucking they're showing these pictures and then they have like the picture and then they have that like footage of like a robber walking into a fucking like store or something.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, we can do all
like-
this, but we can't identify this fucker.
this fucker, the guy who robbed the bank at Wells Fargo.
See, that's the difference, right? Right there, that picture right there.
So okay, so are they saying that? So there's potentially more galaxies and shit
Yeah,
out there, right?
and I actually saw some
Holy
documentary
shit.
on TikTok
that.
about some
documentary,
A documentary on
TikTok.
It was like different
God
parts, you know,
damn.
but this guy was pretty much talking about he used to work at NASA, or he does, about how some stars
Documentary on TikTok.
that they saw on the Hubble are not there anymore on here. So he's
Okay.
like, I don't know if something's swallowing them up or maybe the
Black
space smoke.
hole.
Somebody's puffing on zooties out there. They now they, can't see some stars now, like, and it's crazy how detailed this is.
Right.
It's insane.
Dude,
Okay.
I actually got one of those pictures, and it's one of my backgrounds.
Oh.
That's how dope. It's dope. Hey, it's
Bro,
dope.
he really hates the Hubble.
Telescope
He really hates the Hubble. He was like, I'm putting this as my iPhone screensaver.
We're on James Webb over here.
Right.
dog.
Team Webb. She's laughing her ass off at you. Great. Damn, this is crazy, dude. Honestly, like, but okay, so here's my thing. Like, we have these pictures, but we don't have any way to get to these fucking places.
So with that topic, so let's say Elon wants to send people to Mars.
Elon. Here we go with Elon.
Would you, if you had the opportunity, would you go? But you wouldn't come back. Would you go?
No. No,
Okay,
not
but-
if I can't come back, because then like I can't tell.
But
everybody
there's
about
a
the
limited
cool shit.
supply of CBD and Bud Light.
I'm on the way.
He hijacks the rocket ship.
It's like, I'm already there every morning.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they better fucking tie me in real good. But yeah, dude, like, but that's the thing, right? Where there's no way we can get to these places.
Yeah,
Like,
no way.
there's
Not
no
in
way.
the foreseeable future.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's cool that all that shit's out there, but I mean,
I thought NASA was decommissioned too. What are they doing out there?
what? Who decommissioned NASA?
There's no such thing. Like, we're not sending people in orbit anymore from NASA.
Well,
you know who's sending them?
okay.
Elon's sending them on his SpaceX. He's
Dude,
sending
who-
people to the.
Who you with, Joe? Who you with?
With who? What do you mean?
He's with Elon, bro.
He's with
He's
Elon,
with
yeah.
Elon, dude.
Okay, all right. So, goddamn. Okay, cool. I'm glad those pictures came out, Joe, because you really, really needed an updated fucking.
I love
iPhone.
space, dude.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. Dude, he's never been this engaged about anything.
Yeah.
That
Love
in the World War
space.
II.
That World War II. Yeah.
I was super
that
into
was the
that.
other thing too. Like randomly, World War II historian.
Well, it's because he brought some topics up, and I was like, shit. Let me crack my
Did you
knuckles.
know?
I was like, did you know on this day?
All right, so what's the last one we got here? Go ahead, Misa. Let's get some more music there. Beautiful.
Next one is, this crazy wild ass motherfucker wilding out. Ricky Martin.
Right.
Ricky Martin accused of incest and domestic violence by nephew, lawyer, disputes, allegations.
Right. This is
Oh
all
my
allegedly.
God.
This is all allegedly, of course. But yeah, Ricky
Yeah,
Martin.
he's gonna
Yeah,
cut a
allegedly
check
he's
and be
living
like,
la vida loca.
Living the vida loca. Great joke there, Joe.
I was
Stole it
really
from me.
hoping to see who would get to that joke.
He stole it
faster.
from
No,
Yeah, I didn't wanna say it.
yesterday
I was
You didn't
done
even
with that.
try.
he stayed up till like 1, text him. He's like, I got this cool joke, man.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it hit. I know it did.
He was all high. He's like,
So-
yeah, it hit, man.
So do you guys remember like Ricky Martin was on top of the fucking world at one point, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I went
I
to see him in
remember that.
concert here.
Wasn't his
Right.
Oh, is
That's
that-
right.
my sister saw? Yeah, with
you
Gabriel
see his
Iglesias. My
nephew?
sister went.
Yes.
Oh no, not that
Not
one.
that
When
one.
he first came.
Solo Todo.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Ricky, man. So
His song was one of the World Cup songs.
right. So what? Okay, so he.
So
is
Ricky Martin is being
allegedly-
accused of domestic violence and incest by his nephew, Dennis Yariel Sanchez, and the singer's attorney is denying all the allegations. He's 50.
Oh, that's crazy.
Does he look 50?
Nah, dude, he looks good as fuck.
Okay,
Wasn't
that's cool.
Chill.
But he came out that he was good.
Fuck.
He does.
He even bit his lip too. He's like, I should have been that nephew.
I'll be the nephew. You'll be okay. Okay, so hold on. So, like, remember when he was like
He was on top of the world,
on
dude.
top of the world. Wasn't he dating Jennifer
got on
Lopez?
top of his
Yes, he was
nephew.
dating all the baddies, but he was on the cover in the closet.
Right. He came
was in
out
there.
that he was gay, right?
Yeah, it was in there.
Okay, that's crazy. Fucking Ricky, my boy
And he-
Rick, bro.
Hey, your boy.
My boy.
He was hit earlier this month. Martin,
Rick.
50, was hit with a restraining order during an incident in Puerto Rico.
Damn.
The accuser's name was originally withheld. According to the Spanish news site Marca, Martin's brother Eric Martin revealed the identity of the accuser as his 20-year-old nephew.
Damn. Okay, so
Trying to keep it in the family.
well, yes, obviously,
my
but that's not
Sweet
what you
home,
want to
sweet
keep
home
in
Puerto
the
Rico or what?
God damn, dude, that's crazy. Poor fucking guy, dude.
So,
my God.
his lawyer's like, nah, it's straight cap. Unfortunately, the person who made these claims is struggling with deep mental health challenges.
Well, yeah, after his uncle fucking took him in.
Yeah. You okay, Chris?
Dude, I'm just sad, dude. I'm just sad about the
He's
whole
sad it wasn't him?
Yeah.
He's processing.
I'm just
Let
like,
him-
how,
it's
dude?
okay.
But does anybody else know any other Ricky Martin song besides "Livin' La Vida Loca"?
No, that's it for
That's
me.
it. Is he a one?
She's a number
Is
one.
he a
fan.
one-hit wonder?
Wasn't he like
Nah,
part
he
of a
wasn't,
group when
dude.
he was younger? Like Menudo, right?
Yeah, Menudo.
What?
Yeah.
How do you remember that? Damn.
I just remembered.
Wait, he was
He
part
jumps out to
of
him in the car.
he was part of a group called Menudo.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Menudo.
They
It
only
was
played
like
on
a
Sundays
group
mornings.
that they would like as soon as you hit a certain age, you were out, and they would bring someone in younger.
It's like the Backstreet Boys, but just
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A rotation.
Why were they called
Of
Menudo?
Menudo.
Like Menudo, like the food.
Yeah. Dude, and these are
bless.
strong allegations to make
Yeah,
to
dude.
someone and
I
for it
was
to become
wondering.
public.
I don't know why, but I believe it.
I believe it too. He's guilty. Look at him. Look at him, Chris. He's staring right at you.
You should have been sharing it, Joe, so that people could have seen
So
what
that
you're
they
looking
could
at.
also look at it.
Yeah. So,
Ay.
well, our boy Ricky's going through it, unfortunately.
Your boy, because that ain't my boy.
What do you think about this, Joanna?
I can't believe it. Ricky Martin.
Right?
I saw him in concert.
And they were apparently in a 7-month long relationship that ended 2 months ago. And
Oh my God.
Sanchez reportedly the son of Martin's stepsister.
God damn, this is all fucked up. So,
Oh, that's so weird.
dude,
So he's looking at
So wait.
50 years.
So
His
his nephew is like
The
did he-
stepsisters.
his stepsister's son, and he's 50 and he's looking at 50.
wait, but what is it because?
right? I was gonna ask why. Like
Is it because of the? It's not the incest thing, right?
Well, it is.
consent, right?
It's in Puerto Rico's different laws. You know, it's still part of the U.S.,
Oh,
but
it
they have
says
their own. They have
incest
their own
laws,
laws.
and Puerto Rico could send Martin to prison for 50
Holy
years
shit.
if the allegations.
Dude, I didn't know they were that serious about incest.
And he's a multimillionaire, dude. He's loaded.
fuck.
Dude, he's not gonna go back to Puerto Rico.
Now the U.S.
Ricky,
He's
dude.
Puerto Rico's part of the U.S., so they're gonna. The U.S. is gonna take his ass back.
Dude, that's
extradite him.
That is absolutely wild, bro. Well,
That
I
just
guess
tells
there
you,
goes
man,
that.
you could be on top of the world, but you're gonna end up on top of your nephew.
All right, there you go. Great transition there.
There you go.
All right, let's keep it moving, Joe. Thank you for the topics; they were excellent.
Oh, nice, Joe. You should come do news for us.
Hey,
There you go. Hey, fuck you guys. I'm looking at John. Hey, what's that Indeed link so I can get the co-host?
You want to look up Town Square Media
Oh, big
careers? Okay.
Joe, you think you qualify for that?
Hey, Indeed just said I was. She just said I
You guys,
was.
we have Nico, so
I love Nico.
Nico's a doctor though.
You know what's funny?
Is
You know what's funny? I'd been practicing like his last name, like to
I can still
introduce
can't
him.
get it.
Nico as Jemima.
And I was like excited to pronounce it today, but he didn't show. So now I gotta wait until
Nico
next
as
time. So,
Minion.
all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready to fucking wrap up the podcast here. But before we do that, does anybody know what time? Does anybody have the time? I just need to know what time it is.
oh,
Anybody?
Anybody?
Do you get the time?
2:21.
Nope.
No.
It's time for the 5 random questions here at Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast hosted by your boy Chris Marcus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I really love that.
I listen to my favorite song. If you ask me what my favorite song is, it's
Oh
this
no, I mean like the whole transition. of,
Oh, yeah.
Do you
I
have
love
the time?
I love getting people with that because everybody's like,
What time is it?
somebody was like so like ready to answer. They're like, it's 4:57.
And then you could tell that person got mad. They're like, pinche mamon.
They tell us the time, and I'm like, it's funny because Misa's like, you're absolutely wrong.
Because
Like,
it's time.
Like, no.
okay, so guys, we have Joanna here. She's hanging out. But we got Joe in the cut, as Joe likes to say, and we got Misa here. And I got 5 random questions for our girl Joe. I'm gonna start calling her Joe
Joe.
or Anna. Which one? Or both? Joanna.
Joe.
There you go.
No, we got a Joe already.
Yeah, we already have a Joe.
A crusty ass one.
Yeah. Okay. Crusty Joe.
or not
All right.
Crusty Joe?
So, guys, let's get some music here, Misa. Question number 1. Okay, Miss Joanna, if you had one word to describe your life, what would it be?
Ooh.
Ugh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the one I was going
Is
with.
that a word, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
UGH.
That's true.
Wow.
Okay. So that's it, really?
No.
I was like, damn, it's kind of a shitty life.
Hey, you doing good?
You okay?
You okay?
Did you see the cut somewhere?
Maybe you need to get rid of the cats.
No. Let's go with zesty.
Ooh, zesty.
Like I like my ranch.
Wow.
Go
Wait.
on.
Zesty ranch.
What?
Yeah, zesty ranch.
They have Zesty Ranch?
Oh no, that's
Chris's
how they
fat ass was like, zesty where? Ranch
No,
where?
I'm like, bro, I got a fucking pie in the fridge. I'm going to get some fucking ranch right now.
for the pie.
No, well, I
Pizza.
refer to
Pizza pie.
pizza as pie.
Oh.
We're not in Chicago, you fuck.
No, but I'm just like
Trying to be cool. Shut
I'm
up.
cultured. You know what I mean? So like, I
Cultured.
refer to pizza as pie. Like, I want a nice pie. You know what I mean? And so I have pie in the fridge.
Shut up.
From last night
It's
from
pizza.
Lorenzo's. Shout out Lorenzo's.
I
it's
need
fire.
some Zesty Ranch.
So zesty.
So get some zesty.
Okay,
ranch.
so what does zesty even mean? I don't know what zesty means.
It's that thing in the ranch, dude.
Yeah, it's what makes the ranch zesty.
Okay.
Some flavor.
Yeah, my life has a lot of flavor.
Hey, there you go.
there you
All
go.
right.
Wow.
Let's get some music here.
Yeah.
This is question number 2. Zesty.
No, he's all thinking about that ranch. He's thinking about it all day. He's like, we're gonna find that.
I'm gonna be like at Walmart, like asking the guy,
guys have
"Excuse me,
Zesty
sir, can you point me to the Zesty Ranch?"
The zestiest one.
He's like this. He's like the zestiest one.
He's like, I'm gonna point your fat ass to the vegetable aisle, boy. Okay.
He's in one of those scooters.
He's still heavy breathing, even though he's on a scooter.
Okay. Question number 2, Miss Joanna. If you won the lottery, would you take your fam with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Sister's like, you fucking better.
Her sister's like,
She's got a knife already. Like,
You guys
better
didn't see
answer
it, but she's poking a knife into me right now. No, yes.
yes.
I
Okay.
would.
What about you, Misa? Would you take
No.
your family?
Maybe.
Like all of them? You have a
it
fuckload of
depends.
family.
It depends. My
you
mood.
have a fuckload of
I
family.
know. That's why I have a list.
It depends my mood that day at that time. Like if I'm already mad and then I find out that I won the lottery, I'll remember that I was mad before I won the lottery and I'll be like, fuck you guys.
Right.
I wouldn't even go back. I'll send my kids letters and be like, yo, this fucking line at Walmart. Holy shit. I'll be there soon.
I want to buy cigarettes.
Other than that, I mean, if it's a good day, then yeah, dude, why not?
Joe, are you taking your fam?
Yeah, man. I'd be like Oprah. Everybody getting a fucking whip. You want a Lambo? Let's go, grandma.
That's how
Can't
you
even
go.
drive. Can't even
Bro,
see.
that's how
it.
you go broke, though. That's it.
Nah, but no, on some real shit. My immediate family.
Wins like
my
$1,000 lottery ticket.
Everybody, we're going to McDonald's. Nah, but I take care of my family. Like buy some property and build some houses from.
There you
go. Like it'd be cheap.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
I take care
Put
of you
'em to
guys
work,
too,
dude.
because I'll take care of you guys too, because you guys are family.
Thank you, bro.
Aw, that was
That was cute.
That was some boys.
You know what, Joe? I just want to apologize for everything Chris has said.
Not me though. He's like, not me though. Y'all be safe.
And I want to apologize on behalf of Misa.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. But not on my behalf.
Not on my behalf.
Okay.
Not me though.
more-
Y'all be safe.
More music here. Question number 3. In a do or die situation, if you had to choose one of the two, are you choosing Buzz or Nico?
Ooh.
We're gonna cut this off as a segment.
She only took like 2 seconds to think about that.
Sorry,
one.
Nico. I'd choose you.
Buzz has money.
I was going to say, but Buzz has lived long already,
Exactly.
She's looking for the long play, bro.
She's
I
working
call
the long game here.
I like to call it the long con.
You know what? There you go.
She's thought about this.
She's thought
shit
about
before,
this,
huh?
dude. You
Yeah.
think
If there was a fire, who would I?
You spend enough time with those two every day.
That
you
is
start
hilarious.
to think, which one am I saving?
right?
Yeah, which one's gonna keep my job, Buzz?
Exactly.
You're like, if an active shooter walked in here,
Nico has 2 legs. He's fine.
He's a doctor. He's
Nico's
good.
a doctor. Anyway,
Exactly. He'll figure it out.
doctor.
Wow.
EMT is now a doctor.
Everybody hates when we double. You're a doctor.
He goes to LinkedIn. Oh, I'm qualified as a doctor. Cool.
We got 2 more. Question number 4. What is your stance when it comes to tipping at a restaurant?
Always tip.
Hey, there you go. I like that. That's a good
Gratuity.
one.
I hate
But
when they
do you-
have
do you tip
gratuity,
based-
then I still tip more, and I'm like, dude, you didn't tell me there was gratuity already.
They just added on there.
Yeah.
I heard certain places are just starting
Party
like
of 6.
No, like anybody that goes like pays gratuity.
Even to
now.
go, taxing your ass too much.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
Like even if your service
Even if
shitty,
it's to go.
Do you tip based on performance?
Yes.
I think
I do.
I think it's easy. Like if they do really well, like you're like, okay,
Yeah,
I want
right.
to tip them.
But you know, like
When it's really shitty,
those
I'm
people that are like, I understand. I used to be a server at one point. How people are like, if you can't afford to tip, don't go out. I'm like, what if he took like 30 minutes for my refill? Like, does that deserve a tip?
yeah, I never got my zesty ranch. That shit would piss
He
me
told
off.
me they had it. Come to find out, then they don't even know what the hell that is.
This was not zesty at all.
not enough zest.
No, I do tip on performance, but it's always like usually I'll start at 20.
Yeah.
And then if it's a shitty service, it's going to go down.
I'll
If
tip
it's
in
good,
pesos if it's shitty. Shit,
Like
that's
just-
man. Figure it out, man.
Yesterday I went to go eat. We went to Lorenzo's in Las Cruces. Shout out to Lorenzo's. It's pretty fire. It's a
Yeah,
nice.
they're
Where you
always
got your
listening to.
pie?
It's like twice.
Yeah, that's where I got my pie. No,
You're
but
sponsored
I
now?
just- Nah, hell no. But anyways, the waiter spilled water on me, like out of the fucking out of the jar.
This guy needs a
I think he did it on purpose. Yeah, fuck this guy.
Okay,
He
so
got no
yeah, I don't know. If he did it-
dirty
Stop asking for Zesty Ranch, motherfucker.
I don't
We don't
know.
have it.
I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he spilled it on me, right? And then he's like, "Oh, my bad, bro." And he actually bought me a beer because he spilled water
Oh,
on me.
that's
Hey,
so
but did you say it was?
nice.
Hey, did you say it was hot as fuck? There, you're like,
Dude,
dude, yeah, spill some more.
That shit, that restaurant is so small that it's like hot as fuck in
That's
there.
why they saw him sweating his balls
They're
off.
like, ay, pobrecito.
He's all like,
They're like, is that chunky? Is that chunky peanut butter? Is he good?
He's melting. He's straight up melting. But yeah, it was crazy because like he didn't have to buy me that beer, but it was like a nice gesture. So I was like,
Was it a Bud Light?
Miller Lite. So I told him next time you want to spill some more water, bro, right here. You know,
Make it a Bud Light though.
yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, fucking tipping at restaurants, huh?
Hey,
You got to do it.
Do it.
And
Yeah.
that was him. That was CP chilling. He's like, yeah.
Joe, share it. God damn it. Joe fucking not sharing anything. And now it's too late.
No, I say it for sure right there.
The joke is gone now. God bless. Is he a dip cone? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what it is. He's a dip cone.
What
Dude.
am I looking at?
That's SpongeBob.
It's Patrick
Yeah.
in the cone.
I love dip cones. By
So
the
he's
way.
melting.
the ice cream one,
Yo,
dude.
cherry dip
That's
cones?
it. No, that's CP.
Look, again, not sharing it.
Share it.
Again.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with this computer, but my bar down here. Look,
Bro, you are in charge of that computer.
it's not my computer.
That computer does what you tell it to do. It doesn't just do shit on its own. God bless.
Damn, dude. I feel like, maybe Joe will get better as, the episodes go by. But
He blames the computer.
Fuck.
The
Hey,
same
look there.
computer he uses every time.
claims that he's in the restroom when
Look,
he's been
where's-
sitting there the
Where's
whole
my
time.
taskbar?
Oh my God. What do you mean taskbar?
Look, it disappears.
It's right. Look,
I have to keep pressing the.
it's right there. Oh my God. All right. Question number 5. Let's get some music here. Let's get this going. Joanna's dying over here. She's howling. All right. Question number 5. And this is for, I guess, this is just, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but is it normal to be friends with people you used to date?
I always say it's not.
But are you? It's a little sneaky link here and there.
No.
What do you imply, Joe? God bless.
I say if you didn't have any kids with them, break all ties.
True.
But
That's a
then
good rule.
everyone's like, oh, but I mean, they were such a good person. Oh, were they?
Then why did you break up?
Then why are you not with them?
Exactly.
All your exes listening to you on the radio
You know what's funny? And
with the sister.
Misa, I don't know if we should say this. Well, we had one of
Well, now
Misa's
I have
exes
to.
on.
Oh, yeah, dude. But that was like a 6th grade girlfriend.
I know, but I still thought it was like, I don't know. I thought that was funny. I was like, damn, Misa's really bringing an ex-girlfriend on the podcast.
Were you
right now.
trying
was
to
it?
like
No, not
rekindle
even.
the romance?
He's married.
I'm
He's
married.
So what does that mean?
Sneaky link.
I was like, where's the ring? I was looking for his ring. I was like, flash the ring. But he doesn't have it on.
He lost it in Mexico.
And I'm married too, and I don't have mine on.
Damn.
But I'm at my house. I'm at my house. God, we just fucked each other up right there.
Dude, you're the one that brings up this fucking
Your
stupid ass
wives
question.
listen, don't they?
No. They say
Now we're
they
gonna have to
say
delete
they
this
do.
whole
They-
episode.
Number one supporters.
Yeah, they say they do, but they don't. I know they don't. Hell no. Okay, all right, guys. So those are 5 random questions
Nice.
with Joanna there.
Nice.
I think those were good. I like the Nico one, the Buzz one. Those were good. So yeah, guys. So what we're gonna do? Episode 133. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping her up. Let's go around the studio here. We'll give our final thoughts on today's podcast, and then we'll call it a day. Let's start with Joe over here.
As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
I'm not gonna start with myself. I'm gonna start with her.
Taking time. Joe,
All right, all right.
I'm gonna actually
Producer.
I
Producer
need some
Joe?
tips.
Oh,
If you want to
she's a
take over
real
my job,
producer.
go ahead. I'm gonna go apply for the co-host position
Come
at
do
the
some
morning
news
show.
with us.
Yeah. Thank you for taking them. I love that you love horror. These guys don't really like into that. I'm scared, but I'll watch the horror movies. Thank you guys for having me on, and I'm gonna start listening to it at work. Well, by the time I log into work, it's 9. You guys are already off the air, but
We're already finishing.
I'll wake up
It's
on
a
Fridays
replay.
at like 7, 8.
Shut the
Put it
hell up, you liar.
I'll try. I said I'll try.
Every word you just said was a lie.
I'll try.
Every single word
But
you just said was a blatant lie.
But keep doing what you're doing. You guys are killing it.
Yes, that was great.
Keep killing it, man. That laugh is. I'll recognize that laugh
Keep
anywhere.
killing it.
That was so nice.
I was waiting for the.
Hold on. Keep killing it. I've never listened to your show before.
I used to.
God bless.
Damn.
I'm gonna piss my pants. All right.
You sure you did it
I
already?
can't believe I said that out loud. Okay. Misa, final thoughts. I don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah, Joanna Barba. aka
Thank you, because
Barbacoa.
I still haven't fucking pronounced it right one time.
It was nice meeting you. You're a really fun person to be around and talk to. I'm sorry about your cats. I think you need to call someone for that. Joe, I would say good stuff, but it's always all right to have you around, dude. Chris, good shit today, Chris. Everybody listening, it's a fucking hot one out there. All right, stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay fresh.
Miss Joanna, final thoughts today.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much for having me in. This was a ton of fun. You guys have like really big names on here, so I'm very honored that you asked me to be on it. And I don't know how I'm going to compete with all the other ones, but I hope you guys had a good time having me here today.
Yeah, it was fun.
Always.
Thank you. If you ever want to come on into the show, let me know.
Hell yeah, that'd
You
be
guys
dope.
actually have really good radio voices and you have a good flow.
Thank you.
So I think that's something that Buzz would like.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Take a couple of Bud Lights with us. We'll be good.
I mean, the show,
5 in the morning.
You know what time the show starts, though, right?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm up at that
I
time.
can buy these the night before. That's no problem. Keep them cold.
Nah, bro, you drink them, dude. If they're in your fridge, you'll drink them.
Dude, 5 a.m. beers, I've done that
They be
before.
hidden.
Bro, fucking fucked up by 1 p.m. Down.
9, dude. That's when your show ends.
Have you?
right?
The show ends at 10.
Right.
And there's a futon right there. You can just take a little nappy
There
nap.
you go. Hell yeah. But yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Joanna. Thank you very, very much. You have an official open door policy at the podcast. Anytime you want to
Thank
come
you so much.
back and hang out with us.
Yeah, let us know
that would
how
be
we could
great.
kidnap Buzz and bring him in.
How can we
We'll
lure him in
find-
here?
Well, you're going to have somebody else other than Nico try to
Right.
lure him in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll work on this.
Meaning
This is
you?
something we
Let's
can
do
work
it.
So
on.
it'll probably be me.
You're his assistant, right? So
I'm his assistant.
tell him
Don't give him his passwords. Dude,
Yeah.
until he shows
Until
up.
you go to the
Hold him
podcast.
hostage.
Okay, so final thoughts today. Joanna Barba.
There you go.
There we go. I almost
Nah,
fucked it up.
no,
still.
it sounded like
Yeah.
Barbara.
No, I was about to fuck it up. I was about to say Barbara
Just
and I'm like fucking.
Barbacoa is fine.
Yeah, it's because I have an aunt named Barbie and it's like it fucks everything up.
It's because you don't know Spanish. Just admit it.
Yeah, my Spanish is fucking second class, if that.
Now you be
so.
having us doing like his Spanish homework and breaks during the podcast.
Hey, bro.
Turn this in by night, guys.
Gotta get those grades, however the fuck you get them. All right, guys. So final thoughts today, Joe. Thank you for sliding through. I like that merch. Shout out our boy Chewy and Next Gen Sports for the merch. I'm wearing some. Joe's got some on. Shout out our boy Molina too for the Hydro Flask, the customized Hydro Flask. Shout out our boy Omar from Sun City Vibes, our sponsor. If you guys need any digital work, graphics, fucking video footage, anything like that, that's your guy. And shout out our boy Aaron Lee. And special happy birthday to my brother Nick tomorrow. Love you, bro. This is actually going to come out on your birthday, so this is my gift to you. Misa, once again, great job.
Yes, sir.
Love that bandana. It's nice and red, just like her shirt. And Joanna,
pretty
thank you
tight right
very,
now.
very much. Like I said, open door whenever you want to come back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here today, guys. With all that being said, episode 133, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our motherfucking YouTube channel. Dropping new episodes every single Sunday. With all that being said, guys, we are...
Peace.
Oh, jeez!
Bitch, I get you tapered like a new fresh haircut. Put it in ignition, now a nigga got his keys stuck. Zanny got amnesia, hoes down, G's up.